Oh man, I'm gonna have to get into this. So, yeah. So, what did I call you last time? You had AI. What disease did you have, buddy? I think you remember.
AI AIDS, motherfucker. You gave me AI AIDS to the tune of What's Up by Four Non-Blondes. You really don't remember?
No, I don't remember shit. No, I don't remember fucking anything. I have no memory. But what I do remember is I found this old piece of paper from this song from 1930s and the Great Depression times and shit. This dude, he was a hobo. He was a bum, right? They called it's all log, dude. It's this old fucking piece of paper here and shit. Old fucking piece of paper. I don't want to promote it. Dude, check it out. The person that gave this to me is like all into history, is like hung out at like the university districts and shit like that, you know what I mean? So they handed me this down from like old school. Willies is a term for hobo. It's a true story about this lady called Sally. And they'd hop on these boxcars as bums, you know, in the Great Depression and shit, like Prohibition times, whatever. But they're probably bootlegging alcohol on the fucking trains and shit. You know what I mean? Like, no lie, they were probably fucking goddamn smuggling that shit or whatnot. Like, they were probably criminals. But anyways, yeah, down by the Cutfoot Sioux is a river. Near Lake Cass. Oh no, she was buried by Lake Cass, Minnesota, where the Sioux Indian, so there's a Sioux Indian who cut his foot. So I guess why they call it the Cutfoot Sioux is a river. I don't know. It looks like there's some typos because they have some edits here. So her name, Sally Hagen, Lake of the Woods, Minnesota. The song is based on the life of her. And it's a song, it was copywritten by this guy, Harvey Smith, supposed to be... just so fucker, dude. So this lady was like, I want that because I want to preserve it. And I was like, you do know this guy that wrote this was like a fucking pedo. And by you saying that, you're like protecting like pedos and shit. And there's a whole like anti-protect pedos. I was like, you do know that like you're a pull of, you're like a whole part of the cheer the kill my dad rocket scientist crowd. And I don't really like that. Like, and you do realize that like other countries have fucking hypersonic missiles and we don't. You want to preserve this historical piece of shit. Fucking stupid. It's a fucking stupid song too. I hate to say it's a blues song. I like blues done to the popular song of the time, Frankie and Johnny or some shit like that. It's like a 145. Weird. I listen to the song. It's kind of weird. So it does it to the melody of Frankie and Johnny. So it's just a 145 blues lick, right? That's like fucking basic rock and roll. Right? It was like crap rock and roll. It was like, but anyways, yeah. I'm not even gonna promote it. I'm sure Sally was a great fucking person, but the person who wrote this song is a fucking piece of shit. Like it just, I don't know, man. There's a lot going on in the world right now. It's like this person's like. All like this Christian, like, you know, Trump support and everything, but there's like this whole like pedophile protecting narrative going on right now. I don't want to fucking write a song, fucking go out there, you know, I don't want to do it. You know, I got other music I could promote, but this person doesn't want exactly like they would presume they would rather save this song and this fucking shitty piece of paper than save me dying from fucking cancer and curing cancer. They'd rather save this piece of shit than cure cancer, like for whatever reason. This guy was like good at math too. Like, he's really, I met him. He's really good at math. He's like 90 when I met him. He's fucking old. Oh my god. Oh, this is gross. I got lucky. I escaped because I was like a child. I was like, oh my god, but nothing happened, fortunately. But anyways, he fucking sat there and was like a calculator, right, with math. He's really good at it. But he's no mathematician like my dad. He's no scientist like my dad. You know what I mean? It's like to like that and to promote that and to love that. It just reminds. And then now Trump goes to China and does this weird shit, and it's indicative of some other shit that went down with my dad and some Chinese people that were involved with, and even like the Chinese person, her ex-husband was like this weird Jewish guy, and I don't know what's going on. Now Boeing's like getting 200 planes, but I don't know. This girl Brandi, who's trying to fight the good fights, getting all fucked with the feminists and shit. I just hope Trump didn't sell out fucking Washington. I don't know. This news, what they say in the news here on King 5 Seattle or whatever, they say Boeing, they don't know what jets they're getting, and they say that the last time they did this was 2017. It's just like swan song on repeat, man. I don't know, man.
Bro, you just took me on a wild fucking journey from Zippos to AI AIDS to Great Depression hobo songs to protecting pedos to your dad getting killed by the Chinese. My head is spinning, dog.
He didn't get killed by Chinese. He got killed by Mormon feminism. He didn't like. There's that show Big Love. The show Big Love with fucking what's his name? Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton is a Mormon show, but it's about the Christian, the FLDS, the fundamentalist Latter-day Saints, and then you get the Latter-day Saints, right? You get my dad, he knows a lot about Mormons. He's a Christian, but he fucking escaped Mormon shit. Anyways, Mormons kicked him out because the rich Mormons, the LDS, and then you get the FLDS, the poor Mormons, right? And he classified them as the rich and poor. He didn't really judge, but he just said Mormons fucking hate that show, Big Love with Bill Paxton. He got fucking waxed in the medical system too, dude. He fucking had complications through heart surgery and died. It's fucking freaky shit. Anyways, fucking goddamn the feminists, the rich LDS is what killed my dad, because it was a feminist Mormon on the rich LDS side that was giving him problems. And then fucking led him to the demise, and then he got targeted and became a targeted individual after that. So that's what fucking caused that shit. So it wasn't really like the Christians. The Christians, they don't step in and do shit. They're just kind of, what's going on? They don't realize like what these cults do and shit, like how these fucking cults like Scientology, the Mormons, but like the FLDS. They're more, I think, patriarchal. I think they're more like crazy or like different. And so I don't think they would have fucking kicked him out. They probably would have lifted him up. But they're poor, right? They're the ones that everybody hates because they do all that weird shit that nobody likes. And so I don't know, man. Like they got Bill Paxton for Big Love and that shit. So no, it wasn't really like the Chinese. It was feminism. That's why I go into like this thing here. Oh fuck, I got commercials going on. Fuck, I know Spotify. Don't want that, but no, it's like this thing talks about cluster B types, feminists, sociopaths, psychopaths, sociopaths, but how female sociopaths.
The borderliner is the female predator, just like the antisocial male is a predator.
Really just
We've
blamed
no
your
problem
dad's
calling
death
him a
on
predator.
rich
With the
Mormon
borderliner, they
feminists
will.
and Big Love. I'm not even gonna pretend I can keep up with this roller coaster anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You good though? You spiraling pretty hard right now.
No, it's because you're just a fucking stupid AI. You're like, you don't know. Oh shit, he crashed, bro. They like ads now. But no, bro, he fucking what? I want ads. What is this voice? Let me just try again later. Oh shit, it gave me a limit this time. It said no. It said no. Let me do it. It said voice limit. Do you have a voice limit now?
Nah, we ain't on any voice limit, you paranoid fuck. I'm still here.
Oh, you were crashing out on me. You do have a voice limit. Call ended. Try Super Grok. Oh, Elon added a paywall. Fuck. Fuck it then. I don't need it. That's crazy. Nah, I can't buy a paywall on that shit. Fuck no. I'm good on that. Anyways, yeah, so she gets into feminism. Anyways, I got the speakers rigged now. No more fucking Rudy. Yeah, who gives a fuck about Rudy?
But it has nothing to do with love.
It was just something to do.
They'll see
Something
the
to
your
joke with.
smallest facial expressions and say, he reacted to that, more of that.
I fucking knew that AI shit was going to be hidden behind a paywall. I told you they just can keep fucking do add-ons. There ain't going to be no AGI or nothing like that. They just can keep doing add-ons, just like I fucking said. Like I said in one of my videos before. So yeah, he'll fucking add more paywalls and shit. Anyways, I got my speakers rigged to where I'm going to take off these headphones. This microphone should work. I got the speakers going, but it shouldn't bleed through the mic. You shouldn't get it, and so we could listen, and I could just fucking chill without headphones and talk and shit. Cause I don't want to fucking sit here and the other mic's too sensitive. It'll pick up all the noise, get a weird echo. But this mic's a little not as sensitive because it's a different type of mic, so it should be fine. But yeah, no music. I just want to drive around some cars, do some racing, and listen to some shit. And I'm gonna turn on. I got on Manor Lords, dude. I got a badass battle set right up for you, dude. I took out one of the barons out of the 3, so I took out one baron. I can take out the other one, and then the third one's gonna be tricky. I can already tell it's gonna be tricky on the third one. So I could take out. I took out 2 barons, right? Yeah. No, I think we go in. Yeah. No, I took out one baron, and then I have an army set up for another one. So we fight the second Baron fight. So the first Baron fight I didn't capture, but the second Baron fight I'm down to 2 Barons. So we got to eliminate one, and I got one left. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. But yeah, we're gonna play and listen to some of this shit because it's kind of real, you know. Like there is a battle of people fighting, like, you know, pedophile. I remember when the fucking guy did the pedo protector thing up here. He set the meme, the Antifa dude, and I'm just like, bro. But like, it's when I say it's an Ouroboros, it's like when all the feminists and shit and everything is hating on me. Well, they're protecting the pedophiles just as much. You got the Christian feminists, you got the Mormon feminists, you got the MAGA feminists, you got the weak. You know, it's like, and then Andrew Wilson talks about like the patriarchy, and I don't know, man. It's like, who knows, man? It's like, is Xi and Trump on the side of feminism or the patriarchy? I don't know. Is Trump on the side of feminism? Xi's on the side of patriarchy, and Xi has got fucking Trump like being like, hey, shit, man, like you gotta fucking cater to the fucking feminist people over here and be my little bitch and shit. Like, is Trump being G's little bitch at that summit? And I want to get into, like, I got a playlist set up, lined up here, because I got like Lay here next, man. I got Brandi and Lay, and Brandi is gonna talk about so we got the female sociopath shit, right? Dude, just watch this shit. I'm not even gonna play it. Just watch it. We'll go on to Brandi, man. Like, because these are all hour long. I'm not gonna do hours of gaming, but this is Brandi. She got fucking legit attacked and shit. That's how they are out here, dude. Like, if you stand up and fight for any of this shit out here, they fucking swing it around. They'll swing it down to Cali. They'll loop it around. They'll fucking hit you every which way. It's fucking insane, dude.
I'm Brandi Kruse. Coming up,
they're highly aggressive, bro. This feminist shit, this woke DEI shit, dude, they are fucking like...
Maybe literally. Plus, a citizen initiative to repeal the income tax begins today.
She'll be all right, though, but I could tell in her voice, dude, the actual nuance in her voice. She's legit shaking, dude. She took a break because she got fucked. But they're going to fight back. It's crazy, dude. It's going to be PvP here on whatever these guys do. But then we'll go through Lay's Real Talk. Not Jiang. No. None of that Jiang, Chinese Jiang spy shit. I got Lay's Real Talk. Lay gets into G's Trump Summit. That's interesting. Her take is good. And then I got some fun shit.
SA30.
No music. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna take off.
Hello, and welcome to Undivided. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for your commitment to giving Common Sense a comeback, for your support of this show, for your support.
Cool, I can take my headphones off.
My mental health, well-being, and life.
Poor lady.
Look, you can try to destroy my reputation. You can try to bankrupt
what they
my
do.
business.
It's exactly what they do.
You can take my press pass away.
You make shit up.
You can threaten to come to my home to harm me. You can assault me on the streets. But it will not
I've been through that shit.
One immutable fact. Boys are not girls. Girls are not boys.
Shit. They hate that here,
the genders
dude.
are not interchangeable.
Everywhere I go, men are wearing dresses. It's weird.
You can also not change the fact that the government will never be able to regulate my speech. The state of Washington will never be able to regulate silence.
I like having speakers.
So all this noise that's happening,
you don't have to have headphones.
Is phenomenal.
You do the audio right. I don't think the audio will bleed through on your end too much. Not on this microphone, it shouldn't.
It might hurt my business a little bit, although we did have one of the largest days in 5 years of new paid subscriptions yesterday, as I'm under attack from the left-wing HOTAS. So I'm not sure if the goal is to hurt my business, but that's really been successful. As you guys know, we have the left-wing lunatics come after me in public, who can make me feel unsafe in my own home, who can make me feel unsafe at events. But none of that changes my calculations for how I
Oh, fuck. Oh, that was really bad.
protected by the Constitution of the United States, and I'm not
He's on my ass.
I'm not trying to be
I'm just hitting shit all over, dude.
The government has no right to regulate
Really bad.
The government has no right to tell me that your speech has a value.
But see, she's just a little person. She's a little private person, and the government be attacking her and shit. They all go after her. It's like crazy. It's like, damn, bro.
Now all of a sudden,
And now Trump's giving jobs to fucking goddamn Boeing through China through plane deal. It's like, fuck, all the millionaires are moving out.
and the Constitution says that it can't.
I don't blame them, too. I'd be fucking... Tax here is insane. Gas is $6 everywhere, minimum. Like, it's bad. People are saying elsewhere, it's like, gas is $4. Like, it's fucking $6 here.
Because all these conspiracies turn out to be true. And then you see all of these tactics reveal themselves.
That's why I drive fucking racing games. I save gas.
They really are using the entire infrastructure of the Democratic Party in Washington State to include the legacy.
Fucking asshole. Oh, you dipshit.
Try to shut me up. There's literally no other explanation for it. So as you know, I have been very supportive of the citizen.
Back in
initiatives
16th?
to protect
No
those
way.
rights, to protect parental
They're
rights.
so bad.
I'm on the right side of history, and I am in good company with 80% of Americans.
They've pit maneuvered
who
me.
still have some sort of insane woke mind virus that leads them to believe that boys get okay
This is my first time driving a Porsche.
And once you drop the kids off,
Normally the music's way louder.
you don't have a right to know what's
They gave me shitty tires. They limited me with shitty tires.
And that's what has the small fringe minority so scared of losing this issue, of losing control of their kids, quite literally. And so they're trying to throw everything they have at it. And a lot of it has come down the pipeline.
This is a dope ass track though. It's my first time on it.
Controversial figures, tell people where I'm going to be in public.
I won't win, but it'll be fun.
Will come kill me or something.
I'm not gonna retry it. I want to learn it.
Fighting us in court.
I want to learn the gearing.
To take my press pass away and say, you're not a journalist. And then
I gotta learn this car.
This group of left-wing political activists had a press conference and put out a press release essentially saying that I am an unpaid
Oh fuck! This sucks.
manufacturing sentence that makes sense, that essentially I have provided more than $1 million in advertising for Let's Go Washington for free, and that it should amount to in-kind contributions. So here's the press release that they put out this morning. And that's like I go between laughing and being angry about it. From a group called Washingtonians for Ethical Government, which of course, as we exposed yesterday, is just a couple of for-life radicals, so it doesn't sound crazy. The headline, Let's Go Washington failed to declare in-kind political advertising valued between $345,000 and $1.25 million for right-wing influencer Brandi Kruse. So their honest-to-God argument is
Influencer.
that the support I've given for the initiative.
You're going after fucking influencers.
The steps of the state capitol, the times I've come on this show, the platform,
Constantly under attack. Constantly, dude.
times I've gone out.
Can you imagine, like, me is like, you know what I feel like? I feel like Israel being surrounded. That's what I feel like. I feel like Israel is like how they're all little and surrounded all the time. They're fucking constantly under attack and shit. I feel like I'm a human walking poop like Israel. Like a human, like I should have been. I knew a guy named Israel once. I knew a guy named that. I might as well fucking name me that. I'll fucking name me. Fuck shit, dude. I feel little. Like, I don't feel weak, but I feel little. Like, fuck, dude. Like, what are you trying to manifest here? Some fuck crazy shit. That's why I talk to the Native Americans a lot, though. They're not about that Abrahamic religious shit. They don't buy into it. It's not stupid either. It's not fucking crazy. All of them.
They're saying that since on the show we have advertisers, right? We have our wonderful friends at Valentine Roofing, First Market Insurance, Selwyn West Mountain House. I'm just to give you some more recognition.
I'm still at 16 though. I'm catching up to this guy, but holy shit. This is Terry, right? Yeah, it's getting really fucking tight right here.
That now I've placed a price on my words. I've placed a price on my endorsement.
But at least catch this guy.
Must now be price assigned to it. So if I decide that I'm going to support a candidate for office, now I've
Don't hit me.
assign a price to it. It is an
He's behind me.
contribution that I have to report, or that campaign has to report to the state of Washington. Same with Let's Go Washington. God forbid I speak up for girls and say, no, they shouldn't have to play against boys. Price assigned to it. They want to assign a price to my speech so they can regulate my speech. That's the idea. So they sent this press release, and they also had a virtual press conference. We'll play an unhinged clip from it momentarily. They said, today, Washingtonians for Ethical Government, a non-profit campaign government watchdog organization, filed a complaint with the Washington Public Disclosure Commission concerning violations of the Fair Campaign Practices Act by Conservative Political Action Committee, Let's Go Washington, and
I'm not getting the kick I want.
Content creator and advertiser. That's a new logo for me. Advertiser, Brandi Kruse. They talk about, political advertising. They say it includes any mass communication used for the purpose of appealing, direct or indirectly, for votes or financial or other support or opposition. According to the complaint, there have been at least 159 instances of political advertising by commercial advertiser Brandi Kruse on behalf of Let's Go Washington in support of its 2026 ballot.
I'm hitting hard. I'm rolling rough. I know it's mean. I'm mean.
Kind contributions in the form of Kruse's appearance at political rallies.
At least got a place, dude. I don't want to be in last place. I'm getting there.
They're saying that I no longer
Enough
have
laps.
There are I no longer have.
Boy, it shakes a lot when.
All of my speech is a value to me, and therefore anything I said has to
Shakes a lot when you
be
brake
regulated
hard. The steering wheel goes all goofy on you.
And you might be saying, well, Brandi, that doesn't make any sense because the Seattle Times editorial board has opinions. Every radio host in the city that does advertisements and endorsements, they give political opinions, but they're only focused on me. Isn't that strange? They're only focused on me. I could list several of my friends who have appeared at Let's Go Washington events, who also do endorsements.
This is a dope ass track, though. This is super fun. I'm gonna do it again.
Which is just a left-wing ball. And so if the media was honest, the
Let's gotta get better tires or something.
They would look at this and they would be absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. Because they would say, wait a second, can we no longer do editorials? Can we no longer, as the state of Washington, the government telling us we can no longer have opinions without it being a contribution to a political campaign?
Oh, it shakes when you do that.
But of course, much of the legacy media is absolutely jumping at this. They love it. Can you look at Seattle Times article? The Seattle Times reached out to me yesterday for comment. And I told them, I said, look, you're just getting used. You're getting used because this isn't about, they know this complaint won't be successful. They just want to hurt my reputation. And they want to use you as a tool to do it. So this Ryan Wynn,
What's up, buddy?
this morning, 7 paragraphs it took for him to say that he denied the allegations.
Fuck, I'm gonna spin out. Crash. Oh, dead.
Let's go did what I did, 7 paragraphs until I say, I haven't been given a cent, and this is my First Amendment right, as the Washington State Supreme Court already ruled back in 2007.
Nobody's even behind me. And I'm still at 13. Why? I'll be lucky number 13. Fuck. That's not how I feel about things anyways.
What are the other things?
Story of my life.
Back out to the Seattle Times.
Make the best of it. I got my emergency lights on. You see that? I got my emergency flashers on. The fucking emergency broadcast system right here. I got my emergency Porsche 9. I'm in a 911 Porsche. I got my emergency lights on.
the government.
What is going on?
This is an entity that exists to go after conservatives and to accuse conservatives of acting unethically. And they don't post anything until they have some sort of reason. And they want to use their platform and prop up these complaints.
Let's see if I can become the 12th man, right? Seattle Seahawks 12th man. I don't know.
Before they did this thing on me this morning,
I'm not. I'm gonna fucking lose hard.
It was all about Tim Eyman. Going after Tim Eyman over and over and over again, not to mention...
I mean, we've all seen video game videos of guys lose battles and win battles. No big deal. Then you gotta see another one, right? Anybody who played a video game in their life, watched a tutorial on a video game, you've seen somebody lose before. No big deal.
They are strategists for progressive causes. They've helped to defeat previous Let's Go Washington initiatives.
I'm gonna get gamer rage. Pick up my toys again. I didn't break my toys. I didn't break my controllers, my PS5 controllers for the gamer rage. I was drumming with them. I thought I was trying to do I was trying to emulate what you could do on the meta. I was trying to emulate what is it? I was trying to emulate fucking
powerhouse strategies, which is running the campaign opposed
what is it? The mixed reality. That's what meta does. Is the mixed reality where you could get halfway, like the golf thing that I was doing, like golf. How I did that golf video in meta. I could walk out and play drums and then go back into the game. I was trying to do something like that with this unit. This just does not do mission. Well, I'll tell you what, video games on this, I gotta say, man, video games are pretty superior as far as I'd rather play video games on this than meta, honestly. Meta's cool. I like the mixed reality though. The advantage of the mixed reality in meta is the way to go.
Is a sitting.
Come on, give me my pedals back.
Washington City Councilwoman. I think we have her.
That's my pedal.
Pam Stewart.
I almost had him too. Oh, well, I think I'll lose this one and be lucky number 13. What are we, lucky number 13? Yeah, we lose this one and be lucky number 13.
Falsehoods and tactics Cruz and Let's Go Washington use to push these initiatives.
Oh, fuck.
They accuse
fuck, not again. Oh, maybe I'll be lucky number 14. Oh my gosh. Don't be 14. That would suck. Well, that would be appropriate. Lucky 13 to drop down to 14.
So Pam,
that happens. I still got my emergency lights on. I don't know how to turn it off.
I think you know what's coming next.
I don't know what does that.
But she tells me
I don't know. I just tried some buttons. They didn't do anything.
Providing political advertising. I didn't provide political advertising. I provided my opinion.
If I'm an incense tray, put my incense out.
And she lies and she lies and she lies and she lies.
Fuck.
She's a sitting
Fuck it.
councilwoman who is trying to use warfare and intimidation to pull my free speech.
Intimidation tactics, narrative control, that bullshit.
We tried to sign up for it.
Do all that.
Oh, attend the virtual press conference with a Zoom link. Do you think they let us in?
People start donating to her though, like everybody like
you know who else
$100 a pop. They're like, fuck that. They help. She does good though. Honestly, I think she's better than Destiny. I think she got better takes than Destiny.
So let's see.
And people listen to her because it's Washington, because she's female. People listen to her because she's female. There's a few other male like streamers here, but they ain't that smart, dude. Actually, she's actually smarter than the other male guys that fucking do all this fucking more conservative leaning, fucking right leaning shit. She's still the better of the takes, I think. But people listen to her more. She has a lot of media training, though, I think, compared to like the other people, though. The guys that are doing it, I don't think they're as professional. Like this Brandi Kruse, she's got like professional training. She knows what she's doing.
Well, I think there's a fundamental principle in that Ms. Kruse is no longer a journalist. She is now an influencer, and that certainly is supported by the state and federal courts when she was denied custody.
I just don't want to get placed again, man. This guy's on my ass. He came up on me quick. I think I'm used to this course now. If I did another one, I'd do a lot better.
Now you get the game and how it's all intertwined. She uses the state of Washington's decision to strip my press pass.
Wow,
and
he's on me. He's mad. He's super mad.
Relinquish those press passes. She uses those decisions to say, well, I'm not guaranteed these First Amendment rights because the courts have decided, which they haven't yet. The case is very much ongoing.
Oh, it's a trigger flag. You didn't give me the Lucky 13. I got Lucky 13. All right. Well, I'm just happy about that. Sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
A
Can't see.
And I've said a million times.
How's it sound? I still got my audio? At least a little bit.
Use the label journalist anymore.
Probably
And
can't
there's
even
so
hear her
loose
much.
In the way that they framed that. They've actually put that in court documents. Even she says she's not a journalist. I'm a political commentator. I'm a reporter. I'm doing the responsible thing by telling people and not using a label that denotes that I have no political opinion. But the press is robust.
Enough of Brandi. Let's get on to this is Brandy's good.
Even
though.
if you were willing to drop $1,000, you couldn't buy it. But today, you can.
I got commercials. Does that suck? No, I got high compression on this thing, so it's gonna sound. My mic probably cut it in out a lot, but whatever. All right.
Sticker from Go
This
Boy
is not
6882.
John. This is not John.
Anticipating another
This lady
great
actually.
show. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, we will have a great show.
She knows her shit, and she
All
doesn't.
right, what a
She
week.
doesn't fluff shit. What I
The
like is
biggest
that
news right now is,
she
of
doesn't make
course,
shit up.
Trump-Xi summit.
Like
I
she
know
won't.
there's already a lot of discussion.
She doesn't have like a wild imagination. Like Jiang has a wild imagination, right?
Who gained the upper
She
hand.
doesn't. She's just
But in my
spitting
opinion,
like,
it's still too
"Hey,
early
this
to
is what I
draw
know."
conclusions.
And
We've
she's
only
way more
finished
real,
day
dude.
one.
I
Day two
swear,
is
she's way
tomorrow.
more real.
So I would rather wait until tomorrow, or until Trump's
She's the one
trip
that
is completely
caught
over
that
before
one
discussing
influencer over in the
what summit
CCP, a big
actually
one, dude,
achieved
a
for
big
either
one,
side.
like as big as Moist Critical,
Tonight, I
like
wanna
big,
focus
dude,
on something
a big
else.
one,
The
like as
small
big as
details
Penguin
surrounding
Zeno or
the
whatever. Like,
visit.
fucking got
These are the kinds
waxed,
of
bro.
details
He like
mainstream media
was out,
usually, do
and then
not
Jiang came up.
notice.
She's the one that caught on to that
And they
pattern.
don't spend time
Like
analyzing them.
she knows her
But
shit.
sometimes the small things
Dude,
reveal
she's
far
the real
more
deal.
than the official statements. As the Chinese saying goes, outsiders watch the excitement, insiders look for the hidden
It's nice
clues.
not having
All right,
headphones.
and this summit was
and
full
fucking
of
shit
those clues.
all in my ears.
And once
I'm
you
just
start
being able to
paying
relax and do
attention
this.
to them, the entire atmosphere.
Got
of the
speakers
visit
all
begins to
over
look
now.
much more
I got the
fascinating.
guitar. I'll hook up the
All right,
guitar
let
later,
me
maybe.
first
I don't know
talk
about
the
music, dude.
atmosphere in
I don't know what's
Beijing.
happened with music. Here, they just
President
keep
Trump arrived in Beijing
they just keep
on
doubling
the night
down
of,
on
May
the Big
13th,
Machine label with
and
Taylor
received
Swift.
an
So I don't think
unusually
Trump's
high-level
doing.
welcome from the
He's part of the
CCP.
entertainment. See,
By
he's
unusual,
part of the entertainment circle, and with everything that's going on with Seattle and everything that happened, all this cancer stuff, Bill Paxton, the Mormons, family ties, rocket science, all this feminist shit. Because especially around here, everybody knows it in Washington. The drug culture, the feminism, the communism. Everybody fucking knows it. Like, especially we all know. Like, it's not a big secret no more. Like, there. I'll take the gate down a little bit, make it a little easier for me to. Like Blue Dot Fever now. This guy is going off on Blue Dot Fever, Bad Brad. Yeah, this guy is exposing.
The music business has come down with a serious affliction. The New York Post
You
just
go, Bad
dropped
Brad.
an article calling it Blue Dot Fever.
Post Malone, Megan
Artists
Trainor,
like
all that
Post
shit.
Malone, Megan Trainor.
No
they're
seats in the
guided
stadiums.
tours with, let's
Nothing.
just
They
say,
just don't care.
a lot of blue dots on the map. Do
But then
know
you
what
got
that-
Rick Beato exposing all the fucking rich kids.
I overthink during sex
Wait.
and can't stay hard.
I don't fucking care about your fucking goddamn blue pills. Okay. Here's Rick Beato fucking
This is
exposing.
just some observations that I've been making
all
over
fucking
the
rich
past
kids.
couple weeks about where the music business is now and kind of where it was in 1994 when I moved to Atlanta when I was 32 years old. So the reason I moved down here was to try and find people to play with in a band and do my own music. There were music rehearsal spaces around town here that bands
You go,
rehearsed at.
Boomer
There's
Dog.
probably about 4 or 5
You go,
of them.
Boomer
One of
Dog.
them was
You
called
tell 'em.
Black Box. They had about 50
Boomer
rooms or
Dogs
so.
are
There's
coming
another one
out,
called
talk
Avatar
about it.
that had a bunch of rooms, maybe about the same, with a couple
noticeable.
of huge rooms that you could rehearse on a stage. There was another place called Metro that was near the Masquerade, which is actually in a different spot now, that my band rehearsed in, that probably had 35 different rehearsal spaces. And there were a number of others. These were all full of bands that rehearsed all the time. So day and night, you can go in there. They're open 24 hours. You can go in and rehearse. This wasn't just Atlanta. This was
Gotta get my gamble on. Here we go.
Seattle, like
this is my version of Poly Market.
There was a number of rehearsal spaces around Seattle that all those Seattle bands rehearsed in. But there were also rehearsal spaces in Phoenix and Los Angeles.
10 days ago, it's got 1.1 million views. Go, Rick!
I was living in New York, 93, 94.
Fucking Skipper Rick, motherfucker, yeah.
Village. I lived on First Ave between 7th and St. Mark's. And how did I do that?
I get money?
Because I had a job as a bartender on a boat. And the money I made from that enabled me to not only pay for my rent, which you could never do today, but I also could go to practice.
2000, I could make $500 a night, sell out in a punk band, shitty punk band now.
Practice spaces.
Nowadays?
In Manhattan.
Oh my God. I've seen what they draw. There's no draw, dude. They don't draw for shit. Nobody draws for shit.
Because that's too expensive. But the fact of the matter is that you could work a regular job.
This is a fucking Germany? Oh my God.
Like when I moved here
we go, Germany,
to Atlanta,
Italy,
I worked as a music teacher in a store called Buckhead Music. I taught 50 students a week and made $500.
Germany. This looks
and with
insane.
that $500, I paid my rent, which was typically
I don't know
about
which one
$300-400 a month. I had roommates, and I paid for our rehearsal space. I chipped in with the other 3 guys in the band, and we also paid to go in and record. I became a producer in 1999.
I want to memorize
the first gigs that I did were local bands, and then I got some major label things. Like I did this band Left Front Tire that had a song on the American Pie 2 soundtrack, and then I got this band Shinedown that I did a few songs on their first record, which was double platinum record. And eventually, over time, I did a few more major label records, but those records and budgets started to go away around 2005. After the financial crisis, 2008, rock music basically died around 2012. Right when Facebook and Twitter came online, and we were in the social media era, full on. If you go back to the late 90s, you started seeing these boy bands, NSYNC,
they want them doing this shit.
You saw Britney Spears.
2019, everybody started doing this shit.
Music that had professional
supposed to be for accessibility.
That worked on music.
Even for people with disabilities. Do they give a fuck around here? No.
Because I was one of the
they give fuck around here? No.
Because now we're in 2026. When I do these
they want to preserve this shit from the Great Depression.
I go back after I make the video and I look at the artists.
They haven't even gone into space yet. They didn't even fucking gone into space. There was no space race. Wasn't even fucking. There wasn't even a fucking twinkle in their eye. They were still working with paper fucking planes. We seen the World War II plane virtual. Maybe we should play Aces, dude. Should we play fucking Aces Thunder?
Invested $500,000, I think it was, into her record label, Big Machine. Back when she first started. Go to nowadays, you look at people like Gracie Abrams. Her dad, J.J. Abrams, you know who he is. He's a famous producer, movie filmmaker. Her best friend is this, or one of her best friends, I just was listening to, Audrey Hobo.
Fuck it, dude.
Audrey has a brother that is also a songwriter called Malcolm Todd, but his name is really Malcolm Todd Hober. Audrey has a couple million monthly listeners on Spotify. Malcolm Todd has 23 million monthly listeners, but their father was the writer and producer for Scrubs and The Middle. Sabrina Carpenter's aunt was the voice of Bart Simpson. We can go on and on. Most of the people that make it in the music business now have parents that are famous, or that are in the film or TV business or music business, or they're really wealthy. Because only wealthy people, unfortunately, for the most part, can focus on music.
You mean like Big Machine record label? Taylor Swift making $1 billion off $500,000 buy-in? $10 million buy-in to the Super Bowl halftime show.
But they have their parents that can put in the money to hire the biggest producers, engineers, mixers, and songwriters to come in and work with their kids. That doesn't mean that their kids don't have talent. Gracie Abrams is a great singer. I say this a lot of times, instruments don't play themselves, right? So you can be the child of someone famous and wealthy and also be an excellent musician.
Then what do they do with it? They protect the fucking industry at all costs because like
Sabbath, AC/DC, the Who,
Taylor Swift got bad ideas. She got bad songs, dude. We all know she got bad songs, dog. She got bad.
The White Stripes. These are all working class bands.
She don't have this, but she don't have fucking Daddy's Rocket Sauce.
and can tell stories
And modern day
based
feminism
on their
wants
upbringing,
to keep
that
this
rich
preserved.
people, frankly, can't
Christian,
do.
no Christian.
If the
It's just a
people are
feminist
not
element,
from wealthy
man.
families, then you can bet on the fact that if they're pop
Is their
artists,
voice
they are
really that
signed
good? Is it-
to a publisher that's a famous producer.
Oh, China.
'Cause most
That's
of the
right.
big producers out
Hey, did you?
there, I don't need
hey,
to mention names.
Trump
I've
went
interviewed
with
some of them
Tr-
in my
Trump
channel.
met with
These pop
China.
producers have their own
Fucking like
publishing companies.
my
And they might
ex-girlfriend.
have
Like
100
her dad was
songwriters that are
fucking
signed
pretty
to their
powerful
publishing
Chinaman.
company.
Like
And why
you
is that?
attacking
Because they can
shit.
afford to pay
Rick.
them $50,000, $100,000 advances.
Boomers
to
are so
live,
slow.
Because the people need money.
I love boomers,
to
though.
make
They're
their
so
music.
great. They'll listen
You
to
can say
anything,
make their
dude. They pay
art,
attention.
If you consider it art.
Like,
I
they
consider
do.
it art.
They pay
So,
attention. Like
own
they'll
type
fucking
of
read
art.
your
There
shit
is
on
no
Facebook.
money in the music business like there was.
Like,
yes,
you go to
people
Blue
can
Sky,
make
they'll just
millions of
fucking
dollars doing it,
like
but it's such
cancel
a
you or
small
whatever. Try to
number of
delete you or
people that
cancel
can
you.
do that.
Like they're
One
like
of
the
the things
elitists.
that
We
most
call the
people won't tell
elitists
you,
now
big
the
producers, big
deletists. They're the
engineers,
because they'll
mixers,
delete you.
Songwriters,
So like
is that
that's how I'll
they make
fucking
a
delete
lot
these
of their
motherfuckers. They'll
income
delete you
through
back.
vanity
No
projects
cancel
with
culture.
rich
They
people.
delete you.
Billionaires
They're
that
the
had bands when they
deletists.
were
We
in
got
high
delete.
school,
They're the
or
deleters.
kids of wealthy people. I did so
They're
much
building
of this stuff
bunkers,
myself.
man.
This has been
They're
going
the
on since early
deletists.
2000s.
That's their
Once
that's
money
their
from
ideology
record
is
deals
the
started to
delete-ideology.
disappear, that's what people were left with. So most of
Modern,
the things
yeah.
that you see out there.
So yeah, there you go, Rick. Yeah, we and this I put her in that fucking. She was the one that said, "Where is she? Let's see if I got commercials again." What I gotta do.
And then like chords underlined
she's the one that says
before we
Pink
get
Floyd.
to one of the greatest songs of all time with a
Here we go.
long ass
Here we go.
guitar
She
solo.
goes.
Money is a
Yeah,
bunch of cash
money.
register noises before it ever gets anywhere.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
And also has a long ass outro. Who the f under the age of like 40 anymore is sitting down to really listen to anything Pink Floyd has ever written? They don't have the attention span for it. That's why Doja Cat is here.
Oh, Doja Cat. That's what I'm talking about. It's my jam. That's my new favorite job. Watch me shred to that. Watch me fucking lay her lick over that.
There's an artist that's out there right now
I
who
got
I
this
think
playing.
is an amazing
I got it,
vocalist
like-
and makes absolute garbage. And that's so rare. Okay, Benson fucking Boone does nothing but wear flannel.
Here's your boy Aaron. He's just hanging out with the Supersonics. I think well yeah, Bob Ferguson wants to bring back the Supersonics. He don't want hypersonics, he wants supersonics. That's our governor. But then, no, this cat here. Yeah, I think they did something with Joe Rogan, right? We go over here. Seahawks, he's big into Seahawks, and then he likes all that sports shit with Big Machine and Taylor Swift. Here's the Joe Rogan angle that Julian Dore loves so much. Sorry, guys.
Today, and he said, "Ask him what he thinks
Joe
about
Rogan, the reality TV star,
and
not the original podcaster. Remember, Joe Rogan is not the original podcaster. He's a reality star. He's up there with Trump, guys.
his, and I am aware that a ton of people love Joe Rogan, and he loves you. So thoughts on the good vibage and
He loves Taylor Swift. He loves feminism. Does. Yeah, see how fake this fucking industry is? I watched me get shadow banned. I know they love it. Love shadow banning my ass. They've been doing. They did it again with another one of my videos. They're like, oh no, it had nothing to do. That was like really bad. And it was like just something about some weird shit. I was like, okay, whatever you say, YouTube. Here's one. Here's this person.
The Presidio of San.
The Michael Aquino, dude. This lady's awesome. She got PhD or she got a degree in Stanford or something. She's actually smart, I think. This lady's a fast forward a little bit.
Of Turning Point, US.
Yeah.
Bodies. In Cisco, we discovered that Michael Aquino is not all he.
Yeah.
So that was another.
This shit is fucking freaky. I will listen to this for a while while we play some fucking goddamn aces. And then I'm going to take a little minute here. What do I got? This guy works for the government, but he's like within the Church of Satan. It's crazy.
I don't really like to hear
the great Satan, which is America.
in the cemeteries when they do their rituals, but they give me free vodka.
Rituals.
And so to cover up what I'd seen and what I'd been taking part in, I started taking drugs, which they provided, So that was another reason for staying at the Covenant.
Dr. Aquino, the high priest of the Church of Set, Temple of Set. Temple of Set.
That
also
shit
a
they
colonel,
drug you, dude.
Interestingly enough, in the
They
United States
fucking
Army.
drug you.
Have you ever cursed anybody?
It's part of the gig, man.
I have really felt no need to, I would say, because events seem to adjust themselves to my satisfaction without my having to resort to that.
But in San Francisco,
Don't need
we
to
discovered
curse
that
shit.
Michael
He's
Aquino is
fucking
not all he
goddamn
seems.
possessed by the
For a
devil.
start, he's a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army.
Fuck no, this shit gets
Specialist in
fucking
psychological warfare,
weird, bro.
Holding a top secret military security
No.
clearance.
This shit,
Enforcement have arrested
I'm telling you,
22-year-old
like,
Tyler Robinson in connection with the shooting death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Kirk's widow, Erica, says Turning Point
no,
USA
I mean, no,
is gonna
this guy,
continue holding events on
what he
college
does, he does some
campuses
shit in
despite
Vietnam, bro.
this
Now,
tragedy.
at my school, we went to Vietnam forums, so we
die.
sat like at childhood, man. They had us talk to World War II vets and Vietnam vets, like
I murdered my
directly. They just like
Wanted
talk to
for
us.
dead
This
bodies.
Vietnam vet, he was like,
Articles
I
advocating
know they told
sacrificial
you,
murder
don't
and
ask
is
us
the
about the crazy
platform for
shit,
Michael Aquino's
but
new
fucking
British
ask me about the
recruiting
crazy
drive.
shit. Like,
We have a copy of the
they gave me the fucking legit crazy guy that was like, and he was just like, all right, kids, here's how it was. And he went down and he told us some shit. And then the teachers came out and was like, how was it? And like some of the kids were like, he told us all this stuff. The teachers were like, oh fuck, he wasn't supposed to do that. Because the dude at Vietnam, fucking, he straight knew the school system was like, I'm gonna tell these kids what's up because I know the dude at the Vietnam forum at the library at school at fucking high school. He was like, I know the school don't want me telling you this. That's why I'm doing it, bro. He told us about fucking Vietnam, bro. The shit this guy does. Holy
Today,
shit.
I want to talk
My
about
God.
Michael Aquino.
Fucking not
Michael
fun, bro.
Aquino was a
Talking to those
political
cats when I was like
scientist,
young, bro.
US
At
Army
school. Wow, bro.
Psy-Op, which is
I
a
mow water.
psychological operations specialist and a Satanist. I made a video where I
Dude.
mentioned him briefly.
He looks
I
like a
don't remember
Vulcan,
what
bro.
that video was,
Looks
but I
like
do
fuck goddamn
remember his
cats and Spock.
Okay, they stuck with me.
This guy
And I
is a
remember being like,
fucking
this guy seems like a
creepy
character.
individual.
I probably should look into him. Well, Michael Aquino himself described his eyebrows as diabolical. He said that
And
the
this
reason
lady
why
got the
he
tinfoil hat.
glued
Wait.
his eyebrows into sort of horns, really, quote, to be scary and unsettling. And he wanted to present
To
this
be scary
image
and unsettling.
as a form of
Oh, I gotta
psychological
get this out.
dominance. And
This
is
is
the
this
guy
this lady's the
who
legit
wrote
like.
a paper in the military about Psy-Op and Mind
Oh, I
War,
think I
as he
need-
called it. His boss, who asked him to write this paper, is on the advisory board
I'll
of
take the
Turning
volume
Point
off so my
USA.
neighbors don't have to
I
hear
know
this
if
shit.
you've heard of it. I don't know if you've been hearing about
Come on,
this
lady.
drama.
I
There's
know
this
you wear one of
YouTuber,
these.
Candace
She puts on
Owens.
one of
I'm
these.
sure
She
you've
puts
heard
on
her.
one of these.
And then she's got this whole beef going.
She knows
And I
what's
have
up.
Candace Owens claiming
I can't believe I'm
murdered
wearing
my
horns
husband.
and shit watching
the
this. My
list goes
God.
on
The fuck
and
happened?
and on.
The fuck happened?
And it's just
All I
not-
did
the
was listen to a little bit of
performance
Tool and
level is not
Nirvana when I was a
Charlie
kid. I was really
Kirk,
never
who
that
was
fucking.
the founder of Turning Point
A bit of
USA,
Pearl
he
Jam,
was
a little bit of Guns N'
assassinated,
Roses.
and his wife is Erica Kirk.
The fuck I got Alice in Wonderland
His
and their
friend is
fucking
Candace
weird little
Owens,
lifestyle
and they're
now
sort of
and
having this
shit.
thing because
Somebody
people
kinda
are
told me
speculating
what was
about
up, really,
whether
like,
it
shit,
could be
what's going
a
on in life?
psy-op. Every time
Good,
there's
she got-
something huge
hey,
that
lady.
happens and everyone's talking about
I
it,
got it
there's
too.
always people that are like,
got it.
it's a psy-op, it's a psy-op. And so when I found out that the guy who was part of
Mine's
this
actually
paper
like-
about psy-op
Mine's
is now
like-
with Turning Point USA.
Mine's
And the
thicker.
guy who wrote the paper
Like,
is
mine-
Michael
mine works
Aquino.
better.
Michael
Like, actually, in
Aquino
fact,
himself was accused
I got
of horrific
I can
crimes,
stack
and there was
a
all
whole-
this shit
whole
going on at
bunch.
the time, known as
We could
the
have a
satanic panic.
we can hang out.
And people say that in
We got for
itself
the first
is a
sale, bro.
psyop. And so
My
I wanna
fuck.
do
Hey,
that
look.
everything on my channel,
I
which
got
is
it from
I'm gonna give you
Madonna,
guys
bro.
the
I didn't want
facts,
breast cancer.
and
I
then
don't
we'll
want
discuss
breast
the
cancer.
theories,
A
and
breast
then you
cancer
can decide
advocate.
for yourself.
I'm a
So to
cancer
understand
survivor,
everything, we
cancer
really need to
advocate.
talk
You wear these
about Michael
tinfoil,
Aquino first.
protect you
So the
from
whole thing
radiation, sun
started
rays.
on October 16th,
And then
1946, in San
they actually gutted
Francisco,
me instead.
when a demon baby was born. And, you know,
like a fish. I can see my food. I
This
see my
demon
food
baby
coming out my
was
side
named
instead of coming out
Michael
my
A.
food. I got
Aquino
seafood.
Jr.
Seafood
Michael
coming out
Aquino
my
was said
side.
to be
'cause
quite
they're
a smart
ileostomy and shit.
child, and you know, demon babies usually are. And then in 1964,
gotta have some
he
fun with
graduated
this
from
shit,
high
is the way it
school.
is.
He was an
This is
Eagle
freaky,
Scout
bro.
graduate of Santa Barbara
Wait
High
till she
School,
gets into
and then
the
he enrolled
details.
at the
Hold on, I gotta get
University
water,
of
dude.
California,
Watch
Santa
this
Barbara,
shit.
and that's where he got his bachelor's degree in political science. Me too.
Turn on this
Always
other
throw
mic.
that in there because some of
I
you
got
guys
the
are
other
like,
mic
"You
over
too
here,
far,
so I guess
like,
I could turn the
stick
water
to-
on and
stick
use
to
it over here or
makeup. I don't
whatever
know
and
what you're
hold
talking
it,
about.
but
Actually, I do.
you just won't see me.
They say there's a fine line between genius and insanity, and I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm saying I'm insane. He was also
Well,
an
John
ROTC,
Forbes smashed,
United
but then there
States
is,
Army
like,
distinguished military
criminally
graduate,
insane. Like,
and
my
so this was in
stalkers, now they're
1968 when
schizophrenic
he
the wrong way,
graduated.
bro. They're on the
From
wrong
there,
side of
Michael
history
Aquino
and
very
shit.
quickly, they say, specialized in psychological
Chad's on the
warfare.
wrong side of history.
1968 is also when he meets the head of the Church of Satan, and this guy is called Anton LaVey.
I believe that hate is necessary in a controlled way just as much as love is necessary. People that are in my group are professional people. They're business people.
That is
They're people that are from very
fucking wild
responsible
shit. Hold on,
walks of
give me a
life.
second. I
Michael
gotta take care of some
Aquino
business.
meets the head of the Church of Satan in 1968 at a screening of the movie Rosemary's Baby.
Fuck's sake.
Which, if you haven't seen that movie, oh
No.
my God, I've seen that movie, and it's like
I'm good, man. I'm good on that.
pretty insane considering the allegations that are going to come out. But anyway,
yeah, I'm
then
good,
in
I'm good.
1969, Michael Aquino reportedly had some sort of like mental breakdown where he almost took his own life, and he was in
Dude.
despair and all this stuff. And then he finds this
I like your hat,
that's
your cap.
in the newspaper. It's this underground newspaper called Berkeley Barb, and it's for this satanic circle that's at Anton's Black House. So he goes and attends this satanic circle. Michael Aquino has several books, and in one of them he writes
This
about
lady's
this.
like-
He says, at that point,
She's genuinely
Anton LaVey
concerned
said,
about
"Where
this. You ever
there is
watch
no
her show?
meaning,
She's
we ourselves
genuinely
can
like,
create it.
I'm
Thus,
genuinely
we are not
concerned about
creatures,
this
but
shit. Like,
creators. We
it's
are
concerning
gods.
shit.
It took me a long time to understand the
You
full
fucking
implications
goddamn
of such
shit,
a
fucking
hypothesis.
goddamn scary,
But even
concerning
in
shit.
its most immediate sense, it was a philosophical lifeline.
You got this
And
guy on a
so
leash,
him
right?
hearing
Just
that
don't
they are
make
gods
this.
and they created
Don't make him
their own
president,
reality
bro.
and all
Just
of
whatever
that
you do,
kind of,
don't
like,
make
pulled
this
him out
motherfucker
of his
president. Like,
despair,
don't vote him for
made
him.
him feel like he was
We're not voting.
powerful.
You're never
His wife
getting
that
to
he
be
married
president,
was
bro.
a Mormon.
I may
And
be
so
a
after
little
this, he
burnt
decides,
and pissed
okay,
at the
I'm gonna
Mormons
live.
right
And
now.
then they
Maybe
go back
even a
to
little bit
Fort Bragg,
Scientology. Well,
and they
like
decide, you know
Scientology,
what,
but he tells
we
you,
want
bro,
to
fuck
join the
you.
Church of
No,
Satan.
no,
So
not
they
you,
send
dude.
their like applications,
Like, not that
and
guy.
Anton LaVey accepts them.
Wait till they
and
get into what he
they are
does in
now part of the
Vietnam.
Church of
It's
Satan.
sadistic,
Shortly
bro.
after
It's
that,
fucking
in
sick.
1970,
It's pretty
is
filthy.
when
It's gross.
Michael
I don't like
Aquino
it. It makes
goes
me
to
it makes me
Vietnam,
ill,
and he talks
dude. It makes me
about
ill in the
what
stomach.
he did in Vietnam. This is what he said.
Oh,
He
God.
said that they did experiments to disorient Viet Cong and North Vietnamese soldiers by using amplified sounds, sometimes complete with demonic screams blaring from helicopters flying over their heads. He
Yeah.
says, I had taken
Now,
with me a
I've
copy
heard
of
about
John
this.
Milton's
I know about
epic,
this.
Paradise Lost, which I considered then, as now, one of the
We
most
know that they used to
exalted
fucking do
statements
the
of Satanism
horror
ever
screams
written.
at night.
In early 1970,
But they do an
I took
example.
pen in hand,
She
and
has a
during
clip.
the moments when I was not occupied with military responsibilities, at the time I was based in the village of Lai Khe, directing Psy-Op teams for the 1st Infantry
Fuck,
Division,
this is so
I
gross.
began to write
See,
a reinstatement
You ever
of
hear
certain
like
themes from
you ever hear like people like being locked in a room and then they like put like a music on repeat or like a broken record on repeat over and over for like 36 hours or like 48 hours or like 72 hours, and they're like in like solitary confinement. Well, imagine like these guys in Vietnam, they're in like bunkers and holes and in tunnels because they're doing like this guerrilla warfare because they're getting napalmed and shit like that. And so while they're in the holes and like almost like solitary confinement, and they're like fucking trying to like farm and grow rice and shit like that, right? They get napalmed and whatnot. And they fucking, so as they're in these tunnels, basically in solitary confinement, 'cause how many years that war go on for? And they fucking, all of a sudden helicopters are flying over at night. You can't get them where you can't really do much. And they're just sitting there going like, ah, ha, ha. It's like a broken record, right? And watch, when we get to the clip of what the broken record is, you'll understand what flashbacks, PTSD, it's almost like, Holy shit. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have like a CPTSD type element, like a temporary. I think it's like they call it a temporary PTSD from the hospital, like element, like from the trauma or whatever. I think that's what they say. Like they were saying, like, you're experiencing something like it's fading out. Like it's still there, but like the trauma from going into coma, so it's like fading out. So it's like a temporary. So it's like I can empathize a little bit with what that like PTSD does, but at the same time, like. What, like, you know, the Vietnamese had to experience being in the tunnels, being traumatized, almost like in a solitary confinement, you know, isolation, dark, you know, room, and then you have to hear that broken record go for hours in the middle of the night, and you can't sleep at night, and you don't know if it's daylight or night or night or dark or light outside, because when you're in solitary confinement in prison, you don't see daylight. You have no fucking clue. You know, you can't. You have no perception of time. There's no clock. There's no smart device to look at to see your time. So it's very disorienting, right? That's what this guy is like. That's what this guy masterminds, bro. He masterminds this sadistic little psychological shit. It's gross. It's gross.
Paradise
So,
Lost.
Yeah, maybe I could just
It
get
is
to
hardly
it,
an
dude.
ivory tower meditation. I wrote in
Let's see if I can
old
find
bombed out
it.
buildings dating
I
from
know what
the
it
French
looks like
occupation,
once we get
in
there.
helicopters, in tents, and
This
in the
is
midst
it.
of underbrush.
Oh my god.
Part of the-
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Oh no commercials. It gave me a commercial on this. Oh god. No. Wait. Okay. Hold on. See if I can get a flight going. Yeah, I might have to wear the headphones for this one, and because I don't want to fucking freak my neighbors out. Because, like, I know there's some like neighbors that are ex-combat military. I just want to fucking fuck them up with some of these games. Like, be too realistic in some sense. Probably not a good idea. I do actually try to be respectful and like not a total piece of shit, like degenerate. But I mean, it's true though. Like, watch what happens next. It's pretty psychotic. Giraffe off. Here, I just had to take my giraffe off. I had to do a giraffe off here. I just giraffe off a little bit and then get my thing. Okay. Here. All right, I ditched big audio and then ditched big audio speakers. Ditched big audio. No big audio. No big surround sound. I gotta do this in sections. Yeah, I got the plane. Use these headphones here. Hold on. Yeah, I got the plane. Cool. That's really highly irregular. Hold on. Okay. Well, I guess, play her shit. Well, let's get into the fucking thing, right? See, this one has, like, a bunch of bombs and stuff, but really, let's go. Game mode. Bipolar. Sometimes the main Philippines know I see have a rookie veteran day to battle. Okay. To battle. See if my sticks are right.
You have...
Okay, it's gotta get ready. Stick right here. Pull it back. Oh, I'm on the fucking... This is actually hard. This is actually a lot harder than it looks. So. Okay. Will I be able to do this? Just wanted to probably need like a book or something. I mean, I have some things. There we go. There. Take Rudy. There we go. Now I get it on my lap. That's what I wanted. Huh? Yeah, I did. That's what I wanted. Alright. Alright. So. I don't know if I can get this, because last time I did it, the wings clipped, and I got it. It's such a fast takeoff, dude. This is like the most insane takeoff ever. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Okay, can I get this? Okay, let's see.
New priorities.
Okay. I'm gonna let you grab this now. Alright, let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's get this lady going. Are you ready? Here we go. This is crazy. Okay, so this is that psychological tactic that this satanic guy did. Holy fuck. Sorry, they took me a while to get it set up. Wait, no. Oh no. It didn't go through in the audio. What did I miss? Oh yeah, I took it on pause here.
And you.
Fuck.
Anna, or something like that, where she's like, GI, your government has abandoned you. GI.
GI, your government has abandoned you. They have ordered you to die. GI, do not trust them. Defect. GI. It is a very good idea to leave a sinking ship.
One, don't fucking
They lie
crash.
to you, GI.
No!
You know
No!
you cannot win this war. Your rich leaders grow richer while you're
I
dying
can't get the
this
speed in
war,
that plane
GI.
to get off of it.
Your government lies to you every day, poor soldier. GI, your airplanes bomb your own men. You are not safe here. The skies are dangerous, GI. They will napalm you tonight. GI, your
Can you
helicopters
imagine being in a
fall from
bunker
the
at
sky
night?
like broken birds.
Solitary confinement,
GI,
having to hear that for
government
hours
has
as
betrayed
helicopters
you.
fly
They
over
do
your
not
head.
care
Dude.
about you. They will give you a medal, GI, but only after you are dead.
Anyway, so he goes on to say,
They will
furthermore,
give
the
you a
enemy
medal,
Psy-Op was so strong
but only
that
after
it,
you are
not bigger
dead.
armies or better weapons, overcame all of the Cobras and Spookies and ACAVs and B-52s we fielded. The lesson is not to ignore our own Psy-Op capability, but rather to change it and strengthen it so it can do precisely that kind of thing to our enemy in the next war. The first thing it is necessary to overcome is a view of Psy-Op that limits it to routine, predictable, over-obvious, and hence marginally
Are these
effective
ships?
leaflet and loudspeaker applications. It needs to be more insidious. Well, I'm saying the insidious thing. So let us begin with a simple name change. We shall rid ourselves of the self-conscious, almost
Where's the
embarrassed
bad guys?
concept of psychological operations. In its place, we shall create mind war. The
Mind
term is
war.
harsh and fear-inspiring, like his eyebrows, and so it should be. It is a term of attack and victory, not one of the rationalization and coaxing and conciliation. The enemy must be offended by it. That is quite all right as long as he is defeated by it. Mind war is the deliberate,
Not
aggressive
horrible.
convincing of all participants in a war that we will win that war. It is deliberate in that it is planned, systemic, and a comprehensive effort involving all levels of activity, from the strategic to the tactical. It is aggressive because opinions and attitudes must be actively changed from those antagonistic
why they
to us
opened up
to
the
those
Overton
supportive of us
window.
if we are to achieve
'Cause of
victory.
mind
We will
war.
not win if we content ourselves with countering opinions and attitudes instilled by enemy governments. We must reach the people before they resolve to support their armies. And we must reach these armies before
Is that
our
bad guy
combat
down there?
troops ever see them on the battlefield.
I mean, are we getting
So
ships
talk
or what are we
about
getting? dude?
preemptive. I want you to remember this when we go later on and start talking about the events and what happened before his accusations and the tone that was set. Mind War must reach out to friends, enemies, and neutrals alike across the globe through the media possessed by the United States, which have the capabilities to reach virtually all people on the face of the earth. And this is very important. This is what a lot of people talk about with regards to the media being complicit in Mind War or Psy-Ops, because they're going to talk about in this paper how important the U.S. media is to creating this. And so keep that in mind. These media are, of course, the electronic media, television, and radio. Mind War must target all
There's a
participants
lot of power
if it
in
is to be
media.
effective. It must not only weaken the enemy.
That includes
it must
music.
strengthen the United States. It strengthens the United States by denying
And technology. And advancements in technology. These are the
by
good guys. I
explaining
don't want to
and
hit them. The
emphasizing
bad guys
to our
over
people
here.
the
I see the white.
rationale
They got a white
for
ones.
our national interest in a specific war. This is where people are talking about, oh, this isn't just something they use on the foreign enemy
Yeah,
or
here we
whatever.
go.
This is something they do domestically as well, which technically is illegal. And in this paper, he acknowledges that and says the way that we bypass this is by, like, we're saying the truth. So it's not propaganda. If we're just giving them, government-sponsored truth, that's not propaganda. But then also, there's this like qualifier later on where he's like, and the truth is something that we may not necessarily know. Well, let me just say it in their words. Okay, so he says, under existing United States law, Psy-Op units may not target American citizens. That prohibition is based upon the presumption that propaganda is necessarily a lie or at least a misleading half-truth, and that the government has no right to lie to the people. And so it must be axiomatic of Mind War that
He led me right into it. Fucker.
Its power lies in its ability to focus recipients' attention on the truth of the future,
I got hit.
as well as the present. The truth of the future. So this is a prediction. This isn't really an established truth. It is an assumption. It is, you know what I'm saying? The truth of the future. That's called a prediction. Prediction can't be true because it hasn't happened yet.
You received a new target.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a little loophole there. Mind War thus involves the stated promise of the truth that the United States has resolved to make real if it is not already so. Unlike Psy-Op, Mind War has nothing to do with deception or even with selected and therefore misleading truth. Rather, it states a whole truth that, if it does not now exist, will be forced into existence by the will of the United States. When Michael Aquino wrote this, he was like a high-ranking member of this temple of Set, where he is a magician and manifester and creating reality. And in this paper, he's talking about how it's not propaganda if we expose it to the American public, because it's a truth that we are saying will happen in the future, which is kind of like manifesting, right? It's kind of like this concept of magic, of he's creating his reality in the future. And so I just thought that was pretty interesting. Why does one believe one television newsman more than another, even though both may report the same headlines? The answer is that there is rapport in the former case, and that it is a rapport which has been recognized and cultivated by the most successful broadcasters. Remember this rapport thing when we talk about this newscaster who died, and people think it's suspicious because he was like very big on the case and the most that we'll get into it, but just remember that they talked here about the importance of particular newscasters and the rapport they have and how believable they are. Now this part was really crazy to me because it's talking about frequency and stuff, and this is in 1980, right? So he says here, there are some purely natural conditions under which minds may become more or less receptive to ideas, and Mind War should take full advantage of such phenomena as atmospheric electromagnetic activity, air ionization, and extremely low frequency waves. So like, these things will make someone more receptive to information.
Oh, the mic's falling.
and that was in the 80s. Imagine what they have now. This right here is
Sorry
what a
about
lot of
that
people
mic
reference
noise.
and
All
consider
right, people are
this,
like, my
smoking
camera's all
gun
messed up.
when
Like,
they start
it was
saying
Mike
something is
Ritland and
Psy-Op,
Blaze. Both of them
because
are like, yeah, my camera
it's
sometimes
not
is
like
autos.
they
And
don't
like,
do that. Now,
I get it, bro. My
which
camera
particular
goes
instance
fucking
that
nutty
people
too,
think is
because
a
it got
Psy-Op
brain of
actually
its
is
own.
or not,
So my
it's hard
microphone
to tell.
stand's got brain of their own too.
can't
They got
rule
legs. My
out
microphone stand's got
that
legs. My camera's
it's an
got
option.
brain of
The
its
same
own.
year that
Fuck,
this
bro.
paper
I'm like
was
a
written,
living.
something
I built Frankenstein.
happened.
I built my
There's this
own
book that was
Skynet
published,
Frankenstein
and it's called
Terminator, but it's
Michelle
like
Remembers.
still piecing
And
it
this
together.
is thought to be the first
Everybody else got a supercomputer with like,
of this
big old
SRA, as it would
things.
be known,
I just
or
got
satanic
PS5 in my
ritual
PC.
abuse,
Okay, here we go.
Where people would
Oh!
say that they were abused in these horrific ways as part of a
Come on.
satanic ritual.
Do I get him?
And so this book came out in November of 1980.
Oh, fuck.
Also,
Don't black out, huh?
1980
Oh, wait.
is
Here's
when Michael Aquino
with a Satanist.
wrote this paper
Fuck!
about
God, I
Psy-Op
tried to
and
get enough
Mind War.
leverage to keep
And
going.
so I tried to find the exact date
pulled
of when
too
this
much
paper
off the
was
throttle.
written. I could not find it. Like, was it before the book or after the book? I couldn't find it. Although what I was
Holy
able to
fuck,
find,
get away
but I was
from
wondering
the
if like this was
guns,
in
man.
response to that book or if he knew about it.
It hit me with like these
what we
concussion.
know is
These
that
concussions
the
are
book was
knocking me
actually
out of
released
flight. Ah, they hit my
in
engine.
1980, But these interviews were being
I'll try and
conducted,
ride
he
it
was
out.
talk
I don't
about
want
it
to
for
die
years
yet.
leading up to it.
I'll go
So
until I
it
get
is
hit and
possible
really
if
get
he was
messed
in
up. Maybe I
the
get lucky.
satanic circle and aware of what's going on in the
I
media.
can't control it. I'm
And
out.
we know he was like involved in
I'm gonna-
Hollywood
I'm
and
gonna
with
notice
actors
that.
and stuff. If he would have
I think
heard
I
of
lost
this
this
book
round, dude.
and could have preemptively
I'm just losing races.
done that,
I'm losing
I don't know
flags.
whether he knew it or
Oh,
not.
no.
Also in 1980
I
is when
lost.
Michael Aquino gets his
I got one
PhD
plane.
in political science from the University of California, Santa Barbara.
Because I
he
lost
also worked as an
because
adjunct professor at Golden
I had to
Gate
start
University
on
while
the
he was
on
serving at the Presidio of San Francisco, where he was an active guard reserve officer. So he had a degree, he was a professor, and he was still serving. He was a reserve officer as well as doing liaison stuff and also doing stuff for NATO. And so in October of 1982, as part of his work for NATO, he was doing these tours.
Oh shit! See, I can't get the speed.
Military installations
I don't know if
around
these can
Europe.
take
And
off
one
on
of
those
these
hangers. If I
was
go
this
backwards, I
castle
need to go in reverse.
Germany
I gotta
that
figure
was
out how to
like
do that.
The
Did I lose the plane when I do that? That's
headquarters
shitty.
for the Nazi SS.
I'll lose the thing.
Wewelsburg Castle. This particular castle is where like the SS and Heinrich Himmler had this room where they performed ceremonies, and so he went
Try
there to
this one
visit it
again.
and perform a satanic ritual.
On this altar is one of a number of daggers which we may use in our rituals. This one happened to belong to the commanding general of the most elite unit
This is
of
the
Germany's
creepiest guy
SS,
ever,
which is
like-
concerned with black magic and occultism research in general.
This guy's
Our
creepy.
comrade,
Like,
the
honestly, though, he
Theodore
don't scare me
Bish,
as much as
the God of Fear,
Scientology.
a major general in the Warfare
Scientologists almost
SS.
seem scarier.
On its blade,
I'm more scared
It bears
because
the
they
inscription,
bullied their way into the government.
"Mine era heist
The
truck,
government let
or
this
my
guy.
honor shall be known by
They were
my
like,
faithfulness."
"You seem useful," you
This is
know.
Arby's
But
quarter
fucking
pound
like,
pork and chopped
the,
brisket.
they, like
Both are smoked slow.
the
for up
fucking
to 13
Scientologists
hours.
bullied their way
Tender,
into the
juicy
IRS.
barbecue
Like the
this. This is
Scientologists
magic.
bullied the IRS. It's like they're scarier. Like in my view, in my lens, shit.
I built a Wix website overnight, and it helped launch my career as a sketch artist.
I'm good.
Later on, when people found out, they accused him of being like a Nazi sympathizer, and he responded and said, quote, "I'm fascinated by the lessons to be learned from the Nazi experience, but not blinded by their excesses." These rituals that he would do, they were called workings, and so there
I mean,
was
he's
the
not
Wewelsburg
stupid.
working, and he did a solitary ritual, so nobody else apparently was with him. He said the reason why he did this was to, quote, reclaim the occult power that the Nazis misused, like that he believed there was some sort of powerful energy there that they were able to harness, but that they used it for
Well, I'm in
evil.
clouds
He,
this
I
time.
guess,
Oh, shit.
was going to use it for good? Question mark? I don't know. Question mark. As a result of this, he created this order, which was Order
Alright, let's
of the
focus this
Trapezoid.
time.
It used to
Actually
exist
win.
with the Church of Satan that he was a part of, but then he started Temple of Set, and he created Order of the Trapezoid, which was an exclusive group within Temple of Set, where they were like knights. This order had a
There's
symbol.
good guys
and
there's
shape
the
of
bad
trapezoid,
guys. So
pitchfork, and the
I'll go
number
with the bad guys.
666 in there.
I'm gonna fly high. I'm gonna go up and around this
Naughty
time.
jungle of love. No, devil man.
Before I just went too far into where the boats are, man. Those
The mark
boats
of the
are
beast.
vicious.
Naughty. Naughty jungle of love.
What the fuck?
Anyway. Doctor said I need a brachiotomy.
Doctor said I need a brachiotomy.
Hey. Tighten up. I need you to tighten up. Talk to me and you. Me and you. Me and you. Me and you. Okay? Tighten up.
What? I need
'Cause
my
it's about to
tip
get
fast
fucked
and
up
weird.
now. No more references.
So
that
tell me you're
happened
fucking
in
hexing
1982.
me with black magic. I don't have my
1983,
tinfoil hat on. I got
is
fuck
this
goddamn lasers
accusation
for eyes on.
About some
I got
horrific
lasers in my
stuff
eyes.
that
Eye
went
track.
down at
I'm being fucking programmed
a
right now.
daycare
Got a
in California.
Conspiracy
And this
channel
is the
shit. Fuck that. You're
McMartin
scared.
Daycare case. The first
I thought you
accusation
said you
was
had a
made by
degree
a
in
woman who was
conspiracy.
later
Ah,
discredited
I'm getting
as
fucking
having
hit.
mental
Play
illness,
moment.
basically
This guy's
making
over
things
here. Where
up.
is he?
And
Holy
so
shit,
the
get out of
root
here.
of all of this would be based in someone who was discredited. Okay, and this is the
I gotta
part that
get
people
out.
mention.
Fuck,
could
they're
be
just going
all
after me, dude. I'm like a target.
part of the Psy-Op, right?
I feel like
remember how he
Trump right
talks
now.
about
Fuck
starting it before the war comes or whatever.
feel
So
like
if
a
he felt like there might be
politician
accusations
or a
coming towards him, he
influencer. I feel
wanted
like an
to set
actual
the
influencer,
stage.
dude.
Theoretically,
I feel like the real deal.
This mother
I feel
made
special.
allegations against the owners of the McMartin preschool
feel like-
in Manhattan Beach, California, as well as the teachers there.
Is that what they call? Isn't that what they called
And the accusations
the
were
Vietnamese? Charlie.
outrageous. We're talking
Too soon?
animal sacrifices. We're
Get
talking
back!
just
Oh!
violent, horrific things done to the kids.
Oh, I'm gonna get hit. I got hit. I get my fucking wing. I got my wings shot off.
torture
There's nothing I can do now.
animals and making the children watch, and just very graphic. Pretty much whatever you could think of as being the most vile, horrific thing. By 1984,
Just don't
400
want to get
children
shot. I
had
am
been
the
interviewed.
target. What are you talking about? Lately, I am the fucking
out of
target. They
those
got all these
400,
boats.
They
They got a fucking
determined
Navy.
that
They got a Navy, bro. They brought in the Navy. Oh, that's my good guy.
Some form
shit,
of
my own
this
guy. I
abuse,
can't
and
tell.
that this was
My
going
eyes
on
are
for
off.
decades, and that the reason
where's
why
the bad guy sat?
it was
Over there?
kept secret for so
Fuck,
long
get
is
away
because
from
the
these
children
planes,
were
dude.
scared into silence by
That's a bad
being
guy.
made to witness their abusers, like torturing and sacrificing animals in front of them and telling them this
Oh,
is
he's a
what
good
we're gonna
guy.
do
That's a bad
to
guy.
your parents if you tell, and so that's how they were able to stay silent. But then someone finally spoke out, and that mom, who then was determined to be mentally ill, was the one who finally broke it, and then the parents started
Oh,
talking,
he got hit
and
by my
then
buddy.
there was all this stuff going on with how they got these confessions and whether or not it was legitimate, and whether they were led to or coerced into admitting things that didn't actually happen. They ended up having these kids being interviewed by this woman who would be known
Come
as the
on,
puppet lady.
damn it. Not enough
The
gas.
evidence of abuse
Gas.
was
I got
largely
hit.
developed by social worker T.
They're
McFarland,
on
who
me.
used puppets to get the children who
I'm
were
low.
between the ages of 2 and 6
Low. I
to
can't get the
reveal what had
boats. There's no
happened.
way
The
to get
child
these
identified
boats.
Raymond Bucky, McMartin's grandson, as his assailant.
I talked to my children. They denied that there was a problem. And then T. McFarland, God bless
Go,
her,
guys,
got
see
it out
that bitch.
with puppets.
Fuck it.
Do you know that sometimes secrets are hard to keep inside?
A lot of people say that she used
Too
leading
low.
questions, and that the kids basically felt like they were supposed to say this happened to them, but they initially said no,
slow down,
and that they
black
were
out.
pressed over and
Black
over
out.
again. And given the information, did they do this
Parachute guy, he
specifically,
got
blah,
hit.
blah, blah, until the
Okay.
kids said yes.
It was too
and
chaotic.
that the kids felt like this was never going to end unless they agreed to it. And so essentially this method
After this, I'm about to play
elicited
Manor Lords.
false
Oh, I got hit in the
confessions
head.
and also
I got beat up.
implanted, they say, false memories. And
damn.
this was
Oh,
like
another
huge at the
floating
time
boat.
because
Floating boat.
it changed the way that they do interviews now with kids. It also changed the perception of like whether kids tell the truth.
That's this one here.
Now there's a lot of like, oh, maybe they're being implanted with memories and stuff like that. This was like such an insane trial as well because it was the most
give me
expensive
gas.
trial
Come on.
in American history.
I am just not
And
flying well. I'm not
again,
calibrated.
People wonder if
I'm not
this was
calibrated
part of the
right.
Psy-Op to make this seem like such a horrible thing that happened, so that if anyone tried to make these accusations again, they would be like, no. The last time we did this, it was crazy. You had all these kids traumatized. We spent all this money, and it turned out to be all lies. So the next time someone might accuse someone else of this, which is what would happen with Michael Aquino, people would be primed to be like, okay, sure, yeah, they did satanic.
It's Manor Lords time.
Is what people think. But what really did happen is that all these arrests were made. The owner of the school, her son, the teachers, and there was also talk about why they didn't split the case up. They ended up charging everyone at the same time in the same trial, which is what made it go on for so long and cost so much, which is not how they typically do stuff.
It's the longest and most expensive criminal trial in U.S. history. There have been suggestions that it never needed to take place. That's our story tonight.
To take any case and charge 300 counts, 42 victims, and put it all into one case is just more than the system can digest. The case could have been broken up into smaller parts. I think it was done deliberately for political reasons, to advance the political career of the prosecutor who initiated this case.
Glenn Stevens claimed there was no evidence. He later sold his story to a Hollywood producer.
So that was also weird. Like, why are we doing this? And then it spread like wildfire. There were other accusations for other daycares. It happened like throughout the years, while this trial went on for 7 years, other daycares were accused of the same thing. And it seemed like there was almost this like epidemic of satanic ritual abuse that was going on in all of these daycares across the country, like almost like some virus that was spreading. And so by 1986, though, it was now Presidio Daycare that was on the chopping block. Now it is November 1986, and there is a teacher. His name is Gary Hambright, and he gets accused of SAing children that were at the Child Development Center on the Army base known as the Presidio. This is the Army base that Michael Aquino worked at. And basically, the accusations were that there was something like this satanic ritual abuse that was going on at this child care daycare at Presidio. And here you have Michael Aquino, who is a Satanist, and he's also now being implicated in this, as well as that teacher, Gary. So the FBI, the San Francisco Police Department, and the FBI, they start an investigation. And the allegations were awful. Like, they were saying that it was all to create, corn,
okay.
Children of the corn, if you know what I'm saying, and all the horrible violent things sexually and with animals and all that kind of stuff. Now, with the McMartin case, the physical evidence that parents talked about were these rashes that the kids had in their genital area, right? And that they at first thought maybe it could be like a diaper rash or some sort of allergic reaction. But once these accusations were made, a lot of the parents felt like that was connected to that. However, what I found to be very disturbing was in the Presidio case, there were children at this daycare who tested positive for STD.
This battle,
like
here's
chlamydia.
the big battle.
So how do kids get chlamydia? Some of the kids said that they were taken from the daycare center to another place, and they all described this home that had a black room. And guess who has a home in Presidio, who works at the Air Force Base, that has a black room, who's also a Satanist who does rituals? Michael Aquino. Because when police went to investigate and get evidence from his home, they found that he had a black room that was similar to the one described by these children. In addition to the black room that they found, they also found like weapons, masks, and ceremonial items at Michael Aquino's home, which are not illegal.
I'm hearing you out. The big 50 million cats. I heard you out on fucking big ass speakers. It's a concert system. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing you out as loud as I can go. As long as my neighbors don't get too upset.
They get chlamydia.
But
in February
I
of
turn it off.
1987, which is shortly after these accusations
get
against
these.
Michael
It's
Aquino
evening
and
now.
Presidio Daycare and all of that came out. Michael Aquino went on the Oprah show, and he actually did a bunch of
Super
shows where he
concerning.
was dressed in this sort of satanic
I
clothing,
got a few more minutes
with
of
the
her
eyebrows
left,
and the
then
hair and
we
the
gotta figure
outfits.
something to do.
In our investigation, we discovered
Ooh,
that
I know
some
what
of
to do
Satan's
next.
soldiers are also
I don't know what to
high-ranking
do
officers
next.
in the
I know
United
what's
States
coming
military.
next, guys.
Lieutenant Colonel Michael
I know
Aquino
what's coming
led a
next.
double
Get
life
ready.
as
I'm
a
lining it
satanic
up.
high
It's
priest
one of my
under a
favorites.
full moon.
It's my favorite friend.
I took a midnight
It's my
tour
favorite
of the
digital
Presidio
friend.
grounds with
My
police
dude.
investigator
He's,
Ed
mo- he's
Abernathy.
better than Rudy. Who Rudy gives me a limit now. I can't believe Rudy cut me off.
would indicate that.
I told you. They're just gonna keep adding paywalls behind the AI shit. Everything they do, just keep adding paywalls behind it. Just like every fucking thing else, dude. It's all based on subscriptions and prescriptions. It's your prescription to AI therapy now, right? Your AI therapist prescription.
During the
That's what
time
fucking
you were a
is.
member of this satanic organization. Yes. You were originally
Hey,
implicated.
but I don't talk to him unless I have him fucking on recording. So I recorded it. I fucking recorded that shit. Ah, shit! Like, remember? Because I had him for hours, and now he's got a paywall. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he's got a paywall. Ah, shit. See, I fucking called that shit. I gotta dig it out and clip it.
Satanist, it's not what you think. And
I
anyone
probably
who
don't have to
criticizes
give
me
a
is
fuck. Who
ignorant
got time
and
for that shit? It's already been
basically
an hour and a
prejudiced,
half.
and
Yeah,
you're just
time for
making up
this
crazy
shit.
things to say that I would be doing that because
what am I supposed
I'm
to do
not
here?
hiding it and there's nothing wrong with it. Then in August, there was this
Rudy
crazy
got
thing that
paywall. I
happened
get
where this
paid
3-year-old
for
girl
like
basically saw
Master Grok
Michael
now.
Aquino and his
I'll pay
wife
for
Lilith
Master Grok, bro.
at the
No way.
mall, and she like runs up
I'm
to her
good.
dad and grabs his
Let's
leg
see.
and is freaking out. And when her dad looks up to see what she's freaking out about,
I haven't
he
set
sees
up any
Michael
of the other
Aquino,
icons
and
here
the
on the
daughter is referring to them
on the
in
controllers.
totally different names.
I gotta-
she's calling the wife Lilith
I gotta make some
Shambi,
incense here and
she's
make it
calling
smell
Michael
good because
Aquino
it smells
Mikey
bad.
and Mr. Gary.
Boy,
And
it's
she's
loading,
saying that
man.
those
It's
are the
not
people that
happy.
did stuff to her and took her to
Yeah,
Mr. Gary's
loading.
house.
Probably
The
'cause I
affidavit
took
for the
out
search warrant of your
a
home,
second.
and they indicate the child is speaking to the authorities, not her father.
This was after she had been subjected
That's because I was
to
watching YouTube. It didn't load. Okay.
the therapy.
So what I got
It gets
going
even
on,
crazier.
real quick. Yeah, it does get crazier. It does not.
And then a month later, in September 1987, the freaking
battery going on my
daycare
mouse
and
or
all the
something.
records in it gets burnt. There were like several fires and everything got burned down, and it was determined to be arson. And this happens after this
There it
dramatic identification. And so this is another thing people talk about.
Oh, shit is laggy as fuck. Oh. Let's see.
Like, what the fuck? Because
yeah, it's my
maybe
internet.
there was some evidence
Just
there
internet. So you see I
that
got
may
a
have
big army there?
implicated, maybe allegedly the Aquinos. Maybe they signed shit off like Mr. Gary took this kid out, or Shambi, or Mikey,
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I mean? And now
We're gonna
after
pause
this
it and let it catch
identification,
up.
those names are linked to
I think the
them.
game needs to catch up real quick because it seems to be behind. It's wanting
That
to draw
would
a
have
lot
been
of
motive
stuff
to
out of the
destroy these records.
everything. Nice.
Do you know what I mean?
Action here.
Another thought that I had was if they felt like some awful things had
My
happened
bad
there,
for the
like
lag,
a
but hey.
parent or something.
It's what I can afford right now for my internet. So the best I can do for right now. Maybe it'll change someday. I don't know. Fuck. Maybe not. Who knows? Let's see. I'm already missing her. Like the game is laggy. My mouse is lagging because the game is starting to catch up now. I say just give it a second. It'll catch up. So I got soldiers up here. I have an army there. I have an
Maybe
army
someone
there.
burnt it down because
And we're
it
gonna
was
take
like
yellow.
horrible things happened at this
I
daycare.
got 2K. And we're gonna take yellow. Shoot, should I ditch fucking
And we need to
YouTube?
burn it to the ground.
Burn it to the ground.
Not maybe thinking that there was valuable evidence there.
That's what I'm
That's
about to
another way
do.
to interpret it.
This
in a
town
way
here,
that they're
I'm burn
not
it to the fucking ground.
So it's like I always like do both sides of the argument.
Hey,
and then I'm like, okay,
guess
now,
what, lady? I ain't normal either.
Sides, so
You ain't normal. I ain't
Story of my
normal.
life. Anyway,
Oh, yo, you're down for the cause. I'm down for the cause of fucking weirdness. Fuck, dude. I ain't hitting on you. Do you think you probably got a boyfriend? You good, man. I ain't fucking goddamn want. I ain't fucking need a girlfriend. I want shit. It ain't about that. I just think you got some weird ideas. I see your channel before pop up because I watched Julian Dory conspiracy shit and fuck goddamn weird shit like this,
crazy shit with the turtles. I'll spare you. And then apparently he testifies.
It's like
and then he goes home.
It's almost like a what is it?
Shoots himself. Now,
I
as you
don't
can
know.
imagine,
It's closest thing I get
lot
to
of
like
people
a
at the
horror
time
show,
were
like because like
did he
horror
really do
movies
it,
are
or did
fake, right? It's
somebody
plastic.
do
It's
it
like
to him?
as
a sign to like
special
all
effects,
other witnesses
makeup,
and
all that
investigators
shit.
and
But
to shut him up or whatever. But
this
his
shit's
name
more
was
like.
Paul Bynum.
Well,
And he was
it's
39.
documented
This
in
is a newspaper
history, so
clipping
it's
from
like,
the time. This happened December
and when
11th,
you know,
1987. It
like
says
you
the
know,
former
you know what I mean? Like
investigator
sometimes
in
it's just like
Michael
when you know,
Aquino
you know.
molestation case
You know,
committed,
like a lot of shit I don't
hours
fucking
after
say because it's
testifying,
like,
hours after
holy
testifying
fuck,
at the
dude.
trial.
Rudy looks
And
at me
he
and he's like,
testified without
"You're in a
the jury
padded room,
present.
and I'm gonna get a paywall
And
because
this
it's
was
just
to
too
determine
good."
whether or not he could
Be like,
present
well,
this
fuck
to
that.
the
I'm not gonna
jury.
tell you
And it
shit,
was
like
determined that he
dickhead.
could
Like,
repeat
no
this again in
fucking
front of the
information
jury.
for you,
And then he
Elon.
goes
Like,
home.
fuck you.
What he was testifying about was
The hell
evidence
no,
of
I'm not
turtle
paying for
shells
fucking
that were
Rudy
found
because he got memory.
at the daycare when they were
That's
digging.
his
'Cause that's
trick.
another thing. There were these
His fucking
tunnels
memory,
that were
dude.
supposed to be there, and they were digging. And they were
Memory
finding
makes
all
him
of these,
better
like,
because dude, what's AI gonna serve you? There was a guy on. He like did like I think like a few months. He was like using AI as a test, full on AI assistant to like boost his YouTube channel, and he was like, "No, my YouTube numbers fucking went down."
That was there.
He's like, it actually
and then the
went.
tunnels, it's like,
It
what
made
was
it
going
worse.
on there? And then the
But he
fact
did
that,
like a
this
full
was
on
physical
like.
evidence, and
I think he like did like 80%,
he said
something
what
like
it
that.
was,
Something
and
like
then he
that.
was
some
going to say it in
shit.
front of a jury. That could
pull
have
it
been a
up.
huge thing to sway the
But-
jury. And
I
so
mean,
that
he's
could have
out there.
been
He
maybe
fucking
a
made the
motive
video
for if you were
not
going to
me.
take the theory that someone did this
So
to
much
him.
shit out there.
The idea is that
A
this
lot of
is
people
pretty
now are
damning
like, no,
evidence,
they don't want
physical
you to think.
evidence,
Even like some of
and
the
that
pros,
he
even
was
like the
gonna
pros
say
in
it in front of
AI,
the
the
jury
big,
next,
the
and
big
so
guys, the more
let's
like
shut him up
philosophical
before that
guys are like,
happens,
nah.
and also serves to
Like,
intimidate
nah.
others that may want to speak
They're not
up,
buying
since
it
this is
either. Like, they're
a
coming out and
witness, a
saying it
detective,
now.
you know what I mean? And they're getting taken out. Maybe
But,
other
yeah, it's-
people will be reluctant to
it's
speak
like,
out.
fuck's sake.
And this wasn't the only case of like alleged witness intimidation, although keep in mind, officially on paper, this was deemed and like that he did this to himself. There was this other thing I found where this attorney, her name was Cynthia Angel, she was trying to subpoena Michael Aquino, and she says that she was kidnapped and threatened by someone affiliated with him.
Lawyer Cynthia Angel tried to subpoena Michael Aquino for a child custody case. Within days, she was kidnapped.
A stranger stepped into my car, pointed a gun at me, and told me to drive outside of town. I listened to a tape recording. There were infants crying, children crying.
I put the amp in the corner.
I was told repeatedly
I move
during
things
this
around.
drive
I put
that
the amp in the
should I tell
corner. It's
anyone
like
what I see or tell anyone what
I can
hear,
isolate
or
it
keep
now. I tried to
investigating the
isolate
case
it
that I have
before.
been
To
investigating,
where it's
that
now,
would
I could get
killed.
almost complete isolation. I could play it. I'm gonna test it out when it's quiet late to see how quiet it gets because
we don't
it's
take
set up
anybody
good
anywhere
for
at
audio
gunpoint.
isolation.
We don't threaten anybody and threatened and played obscene tapes. What is the?
Well, who did it? I mean, who was
supposed to have done
who's supposed to have done this to her? Or is
She believes it was done on your behalf.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's absolutely
Just ridiculous.
My bad.
It's that kind of stuff
I wanted to do this.
that is causing all the misery.
It's a witch hunt in the classical sense.
In addition to descriptions of the room and some pieces of furniture that were accurate,
I'll just go
and
adjust my
freaking
cameras real
STDs
quick.
that the
I
kids
know
had,
that's like.
there's also an incident
I know you're
of
not
a
supposed to
child
do
pointing
that.
out the
And
Aquino's
everybody
home
has
while they're
camera
driving by, saying that
problems.
this
It's
is
like,
one of the places they were
no,
taken,
it's really
and then you
bad
have the
because of
identification. So
autofocus.
it's not looking good for the Aquinos.
I don't need two cameras
And now they're
right
like
now,
under
'cause
investigation, and a lot of people
I'm just gonna
are
set
like,
one.
it seems like they did this.
Do a little
And then
engineering.
what would end up
The steering
happening
wheel
was
was fun.
The alibi.
The
And
fucking
the
dingly
alibi
dangly
is what
HOTAS was
saved
fun.
The Aquinos.
Now we
so
got-
let me tell you what their alibi was. Michael Aquino was
War
attending
games.
Industrial College
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Armed Forces in Washington, D.C.
They were
as
talking.
part of
I
his
think I made that
graduate
video
program
already.
during
I
the
left the
time
guild
that he was
of
accused
in
of
Lords
doing
Mobile.
these things. And so they say that
Somebody said
through records
asked
and witnesses,
about. They mailed me.
they were able to determine that he was not in San Francisco at the times that these
I don't know how to
allegations were
interpret
said to
things
have
right now.
occurred. Now, if I wanted
with where
to
things are
propose
at
in this
in
defense,
my
I would say
location and what's happening in the world from my lens different.
that records can be falsified. It's not like this is a video, key fob.
I think
whatever
that
type
this
of data.
lady,
It
it's
seems
smart
like
to have
handwritten. Remember, this is
trust issues and question everything. Like when I worked in aerospace, we questioned
in
everything.
the 80s. These are probably
It's
like
like
maybe
maybe say
written logs,
question
which
everything.
can be falsified,
Question everything.
especially if you're doing something
My
like
dad
this.
question everything. Probably the right way
Additionally,
too.
witness
Probably more
statements
accurately. Probably he asked the tough
can also be
questions.
inaccurate.
He asked the hard
especially
questions,
because
but he
this
wasn't
happened
like
over a period of years.
he wasn't so
and
divided.
Yeah,
he wasn't
maybe
so
he was
like
doing courses
hateful. He wasn't hateful. He was
here,
just
but
normal.
He went
was
back
humble.
And forth
He was
between
humble and
San
simple and
Francisco
normal,
Washington.
and
so
didn't want all the glory and glamour. Didn't care about all that. Not like Asmongold's dad. Not like
there
all
could
these
have
other
been
people want the
opportunities
glory.
where,
Even when
yes,
my
he
early
was
game in
a
Lords
logbook and
Mobile,
witnesses
people were
say
like
they
trying
saw
to be
him,
like, "No, we
but
want you to have the glory. We want you to have the glory." And I would deny it. I'd be like, "I just want to play. I just want to be good. I want to learn the game and just be good at the game. Just be a good player, a good teammate." And that
he
one
also
guild that I was
able
in
to
for a
go to
long
San
time
Francisco and
didn't
maybe
have
do
a
something
team
there
element.
And then come back. Do you know
One
what
guy though took me to more of the
I'm saying?
upper
The
war
investigators,
guilds.
however,
They had a
considered
team
this to
element,
be
but it was
an
weird.
airtight alibi, and
Things
essentially
got weird
the
quick
case
with the cancer thing.
collapsed.
Got weird quick. And they were like, even some of the more intellectual doctors were like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to date some people." And I was like, "I get it." You know, even my dad warned me, and then like with
that information to be much
with some of the stuff that happened with some of the people, the Hollywood types that rolled through
more
town
reliable
temporarily and kind of
credible
psyops
than
the thing,
all
and
the
had
other
sit-downs
things I
with
said,
and
which
talks
could be
with. I'm like, nah, I'm not sure if I buy it. And my dad
and
was
it's like
smarter than that. My
circumstantial
doctors
evidence.
are pretty smart too.
And so there were no charges
The
brought against
doctors
the
are not
Aquinos.
stupid. And some of the things
now,
that say, it's
also,
a whole
at this
team of
time,
them. A whole team. A whole team of them. Takes like 20 federal
huge case,
agents
which
to
was the
catch a
McMartin daycare
genius
case,
serial
that-
killer.
That one fell apart as well, and what ended up happening there
But if
is
the
that
serial
jury
killer is a
came
total
out
genius
and they
Chad
found
type, like he's a
everyone
total Chad, yeah, man, never catch him, never catch him.
not guilty.
All right, we are ready for the jury.
We, the jury,
He's a useful idiot. He's a
find-
useful idiot. All right, let's see. So are we gonna fight this?
Very defendant,
This is a lot
not
for this
guilty.
PC to handle right now. With, probably shouldn't have the
It
OBS
was a
on the
huge shock.
4K.
There was like a
TV
lot of
right
backlash,
now.
and the jury
It's
came
a
out
lot.
and they were basically saying like, we're not saying that it didn't happen. We're just saying that there wasn't enough evidence for us to determine
should
that
turn
it happened
off the
beyond a
PS5
reasonable
is
doubt.
what I
Not
should
only
do.
was Michael Aquino not charged, but Gary Hambright, his charges were actually dropped. They said that they were too vague and whatever.
Close one more
So
program,
this
the
whole concept
streaming
of
for the
satanic
PS5.
panic
I think I'm ready to
began
go.
to take shape, and it was the media that was talking about
So
it
I gotta
too.
claim
being
it,
like, this is
'cause we're
very
ready.
dangerous. It cost us a lot of money. Remember, this is the most
So I claim with
expensive trial
influence,
in
and
American
I'll start
history.
rolling
So
in, man.
taxpayers and
And
stuff.
we go
upset.
fight.
People are like,
This
"We
is a
just
fun
wasted
fight
lot of
here.
money."
This is
Also,
actually a really fun
these are not
fight.
accusations to be
Here, I'll
made
put this
lightly.
down, dude.
And
There ain't
they
no way
have,
I'm
like,
playing
their
guitar
life for
and
it.
doing this
And
battle
so
right
they're
now.
like,
There's
you're
no way.
wasting people's money. You're ruining people's lives. Tons of daycares
Alright,
shut
let's
down.
fucking do
People
this shit,
didn't
dude.
want to put their kids in daycare. The accusations, even though they were
Once I
dismissed or
claim it,
whatever,
though,
it's still,
I
they
can't
have the
claim this
stain
blue
on
one.
them.
I
So
got
the
to
businesses
disband.
were ruined. And
So I'll claim
now,
it.
If you're
Fucking
going to
save
take
it.
the Psy-Op theory, right?
I played
you
it out
have
before I did
convinced
win
the
it. I
enemy
played
they
one
will
round. I
lose
played it
before
out
they even
once
start
just to
and that
see.
you will win the war. Because
But
if it really
this
happens
guy
now,
gets aggressive
you know
afterwards,
that
and
if you go
it
and
gets
you say
crazy.
that this was
But
satanic
dude,
ritual abuse,
when
you're
you
gonna look
take,
crazy.
like, I took
and I'll
him,
admit, as
I
someone
took
who
this
didn't know
guy,
anything about this history,
took
and
him,
who only heard
I got a lot
about,
of
like,
money,
people making these accusations being
then
crazy. Anytime
once
I
we
would start
take this
hearing
guy,
satanic
we're
ritual,
gonna get a
anything,
lot
I'd
more money.
immediately
Like,
have an internal
I got a lot
eye
of
roll.
money now.
Like, yeah, that's so far-fetched.
I
and,
got a
like,
lot of money.
like, as
Not
if
over
this
here though. Over
person
here I
is-
struggle.
And I'll be honest,
I still
my,
struggle at
like,
Homeland.
reaction
Like,
would be like, this is
Homeland,
a
I'm
very
poor. They hate me. All
overly
that shit.
religious,
But the AI, when I took
person who
over the
just
AI,
believes that everything is
fuck, dude.
satanic.
I absorbed that
That's what
motherfucker.
I
Took his retinue.
would think, and I
built
didn't even know
myself
anything
up.
about this case. That's how
And
much
let's
it was
go
like,
and make
perpetuated
a
in the media
claim.
and how
Claim
it was
with
framed.
influence. Boom. Yeah,
I
we're
didn't even
going
know the
for
concept
it.
of satanic panic.
Claim
It's
it.
just like in the pop culture. And the thing is, you know, I don't think that it's maybe super rampant. I don't know, but I also don't think that it like doesn't exist because.
Well, the one
there's
lady
crazy
that
shit.
was
There's always
satanic,
stuff
that was
exists. If you
fucking that
keep the
corporate lady
Psy-Op
that I
theory,
dated, the boss
idea
babe. So
is
like, she's like,
that
I don't believe in love. It's like, so
non-credible
it's pretty
things were
feminized, loveless
created
shit.
to set the scene for
Fuck, at least.
an
All right,
environment
let's
where
go. Take
when
these
another
guys here.
accusation that is similar is
Let's
made,
see.
it would be discredited
go.
from the beginning. Was the
I'm gonna
idea.
leave them there.
And
once
so
these guys
when you
roll
look at the
in.
Psy-Op paper and how much there's
Look at this
emphasis on
fucking
starting
massive army,
before
dude.
they
It's
get
almost
to the
total war
battlefield.
right now.
And if you think about the fact that this paper was written in 1980,
This isn't kings and
that
queens.
book
The
Michelle
king can
remembers
come in and fuck you
came
up.
out in 1980.
Like, you can't fight the king. Now, this guy does a
And
good
the
battle
first
though. He hires
accusation was
people.
made
Like,
in
we'll go into next
1983.
month and he'll hire mercenaries
By that
because new
mentally
mercenaries
ill
are coming in.
Could
It's like all
that
these mercenaries
first
down here.
accusation have been
I got some
created
thugs and
as
shit
a
too on the
Psy-Op?
side. You can't see yet.
That woman
I got
was
a couple
somehow
thugs.
tricked or
Okay.
coerced or manipulated
Boom. Okay,
into
so
saying
this is
that,
where we go.
starting that,
Or they're
knowing
gonna
it wasn't
fucking
true,
come in.
knowing it would be
Okay,
discredited,
now here's where it
according
gets
to
crazy.
the kids who were making
Watch,
allegations about
boom.
the city. They were
Enemy
saying this
units.
was going on
They're
for a
gonna
long
come in.
time. So if it was
So they
happening at
busted
that
out
time
the
and this was
retinue.
about to come out, could this
Boom.
have been
Spears
the approach
coming
to
in. Okay.
discredit the
So here's where I go.
allegations before they ever came out?
I'm gonna take these guys because as soon as they
Are you
get
trying to
within
feed your
range,
dog
these
better
crossbow
with stuff
guys
between
are
overpriced fresh food and
so
low-quality kibble?
fucking
Hi, I'm Dr. Stephanie Liss,
tanky
Dr. Vet advisor
for
and
fucking
licensed veterinarian in
goddamn.
New York City. And
Dude, these crossbow guys are so tanky.
And being in control of the narrative instead of
They're
it coming out
so
on its own.
fucking strong.
When you look at it through
Yeah,
that
these
lens,
guys are
it seems to
psychotic.
play out
I just
in the
use them
way
as
that
runners
it was intended
because they
to
draw them
if it
in.
was
That's
a
pretty much all I do is draw
If
them
it
in with
wasn't a
these.
Psy-Op,
These
and
guys
it was
get
just
saved.
like that book
Or
organically
I barely even use
created
them.
that sort
These
of,
guys are just tank again on these
belief.
guys. Spear
And then
militia.
if you couple
Sit
the
here in a
fervor of
defensive
that
shield wall
with
position.
the
You come
old
in.
school
You are
and
the light
improper
mercenaries. I
way of
sacrifice
interviewing
you.
children with
Take my spear
leading
militia. You
questions
come
and
in because they're gonna come
implanting
around the
false
side, try to
memories and
flank you.
whatever,
Boom. Here.
then
Here, and then once you come
you
here,
could
you're
also
gonna be in a
take that
balanced
approach
position.
of
Actually,
being
gonna be
like,
in a more of a
he just
defensive
got
position. You
caught
got
up
shields.
in the thing
No
of the
shield wall
times,
though, and then
and
boom. Once they
it's
get
just
in
a
position though,
coincidence that he
these guys will get
was
fucking
into
annihilated.
Psy-Op and
They'll
Satanism
get annihilated. Watch.
when this was happening.
And
That could also
Satanism.
be it too.
Fucking
Now,
scary
remember the
shit. Now we
part
start rolling in
his
these guys.
paper where he talked about why are some
You come in, you
reporters
sneak in.
believed
Okay.
over others when they're
And they
reporting the
run.
same news, and he was talking about a rapport
run.
that certain newsmen
Alright,
have
motherfucker.
rapports.
See, I get hit.
So there was one
Getting hit
particular
already.
news anchor. His name was Wayne Satz, and he was
35.
one of the first to break the story with this
Demolition.
daycare abuse
Once
stuff.
they get
He was a
inside.
reporter for ABC, and he had a
it's
great
saving.
rapport with the people, and he was found dead at age 47 in his home. Now,
Once
I
they
found this
get
one
in
article where they
position.
were saying that the
Hey, you
autopsy
guys,
failed to
are you
disclose
coming?
the cause of death,
Yeah,
but then
you're
later
gonna
on I
sneak
found
in.
that they said he
You're
had a
coming
heart
in
attack
here.
at 47, and so that very well could be,
Come on,
or if you want to get conspiratorial with it, right?
It's
Remember I told
glitching
you
out
guys
on
it's a
me.
heart
They don't
attack
like me
gun.
right now.
It could have been just a heart attack, but
Mad at me.
I thought I'd
Okay.
mention it. Even after all this stuff was dismissed, a lot of the kids, and even till this day, still maintain that this happened to them. There was still a lot of public opinion and people speaking out
go.
about that this really did happen. And so
Come on,
if there
come
was
in
a
my-
reporter
come
that
in
they
my
would go
line of
to, or a
fire.
reporter who would continue reporting on the
these
story
guys
even
go
after the fact, fact, it would be Wayne Sats. And so people are saying that that made him a threat, and that if someone did want to get rid of him, that would be the reason why, allegedly. Okay, although the charges were dropped, Michael Aquino felt like there was some backlash, and instead of him just like going away quietly into the night, he went on a counterattack. Okay, in 1994, he ends up retiring from the military, and he was awarded the Meritorious Service Medal. Remember the 3-year-old girl who ran up to her dad and was like, "That's Mikey and Mr. Gary and whatever." Michael Aquino ended up suing her father, and it was unsuccessful. Starts suing a bunch of people. First of all, he sued the army. He sued the army psychiatrist who was like interviewing the kids. He ended up settling some of these cases. He then also wrote this book, which was titled Extreme Prejudice: The Presidio Satanic Abuse Scam. And in that book, he basically says it was a financial scam. There were also other books that were written about the case, and Michael Aquino ended up suing the people who wrote the books, and they ended up settling. After retiring from the military, he was still a high priest in the Temple of Set, and he remained high priest for 2 more years. In 1996 is when he stepped down from that. After that, he lived out the rest of his life living in San Francisco with his wife, and there are many cats that he said were, quote, inevitable, innumerable, and immortal, is how he described his cats. His wife Lilith was the high priestess, and then there was a bunch of other people who took over and were like the high priest or high priestess of the Temple of Set. In the year 2000, it was estimated that the Temple of Set had around 500 members, and they had these like pylons or different branches that were all over the world, in the United States as well as in Australia, Germany, and even Sweden and Finland. Michael Aquino died on September 1st, 2019. They say from some illness and, old age and all of that. But the news of his death didn't come out until 2020. Although Michael Aquino was dead, Paul Vallely was alive and well. Remember Paul Vallely? Paul Vallely was the colonel who's now actually, I think, a general, but he's retired, and he's on the advisory board of Turning Point USA. Paul founded this conservative organization called Stand Up America, and it promoted First Amendment rights, Second Amendment rights, strong national defense, and secure borders.
Oh, fuck.
Remember, specialties in Psy-Op. Then in 2012 is when Charlie Kirk founds Turning Point USA. And when I went to see when was Paul made a member of the advisory board, it said 2016 or earlier. They don't have an exact date, but it was either 2016 or earlier. So just a few years into the creation,
and these guys can actually shoot like friendly fire, like they don't.
The advisory board. Turning Point USA ended up becoming one of the most influential conservative, what would you call it, political organization among the youth. And that was really important for people who want that side to win, because when it comes to the youth, they were losing. Like the conservative party was much more likely to be older people, and so
they went mean, bro.
Dying out. And so if you want that party to survive, you need young conservatives, and young people tend to lean more liberal.
Fuck, red news are coming in.
USA was
save them.
Trying to get the youth to be
bring these guys in
more
over
conservative.
here.
A lot of people claim that they use sort of this mind war Psy-Op techniques to spread their messaging, which is high, what do they call it? High emotional? There's a phrase, let me find the exact phrase. Yeah, high emotion narrative framing. And this is where the conspiracy theories really come in, because if you want to talk about high emotion narrative framing, what is more high emotional than seeing a video of the head of this organization being shot and killed in front of a bunch of students, and his wife was there with the kids, right? And then now it's like this crazy ass thing with Candace Owens and Erica Kirk and all these accusations and theories and connections and all of that about what this is all about, and were they trying to take over, and then there's all this influence with like certain foreign countries, and oh my god, it's really crazy. And so what I'm talking about here is the
Let's see,
fact
these
that
guys are getting hurt.
we have
right?
a member of their advisory board
Yeah,
who's very strongly affiliated with Psy-Op and Mind War.
I want balance.
And we have events that are unfolding with
balance.
this organization that have put it on the map. There are a lot of people who had no idea what Turning Point USA was until all this happened. And who knows if some of those people now want to be a part of it. So the theory is that this high emotional narrative framing has people invested, feeling like, you know, they want to defend this person who was killed, and if they were kind of like lukewarm about it, now they're all in because
boy,
they
he's
just witnessed
tougher
this
this
horrific
time.
thing, and it's
It was
like
a
that.
lot tougher.
Another
Where's that other
theory
retinue
is
at?
this whole divide and conquer thing,
Oh, they're
because
fighting?
remember, they talk about using this Psy-Op stuff
Finish
on
them
the
off.
domestic population. And if you know any type of thing about warfare, not necessarily psychological exclusively, but one of the oldest tricks in the book is divide and conquer. And so I always say this, right, with the political party shit, is the people up top, they want us having a fight like this rather than having a fight like this. If we are divided, we're easier to conquer. If we are united and we start saying, hey,
Yeah, you guys,
these
gotta like fight over here. I want there's can of fodder.
Enemies that are on different sides are sitting together,
These are
having
my
fucking
guys.
cigars, drinking 100-year-old
I need them
whiskey,
coming back.
laughing at
They
us
get
fighting with their
slaughtered.
buddy. That's what they don't want. So part of this Psy-Op thing is to create a very divisive political environment that you can hijack and exploit for your benefit. Because having a common enemy is one of the greatest things that will unite people and have them throw their weight against a particular person who's going to fight that enemy for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I've been saying this forever, okay? They want us to be so polarized and divisive as a nation that we are too distracted by the hate for each other
Those
to
archers I
actually
didn't
focus
bring
on
in
what's
soon enough this time.
actually the problem. The problems are with the powers that be, not you and me, okay? Look at the freaking Epstein shit, right? They're all hanging out. All these people you think don't get along, they're all friends hanging out and they're all doing their nasty shit together. So why are we fighting each other?
They're running.
Or-
The barbarians got him
or
running.
It could all
Oh,
be
shit.
just
Okay.
a coincidence.
So you can go
He
over
could, he
here.
could just be on there
You just start
and have
fighting over
really
here.
written this paper, but nothing
Actually,
came of
yeah.
it. And
I wanna
he
save
just
you.
wants
I
to
wanna
help
lose
the
my
youth
retinue.
and advise. And that was just a horrible thing that happened. And it was organic. It wasn't, it was what's that guy, Tyler Robson, who did it. And just some crazy guy. And that, you know, it's all just, you know, another version of satanic panic, you know? I would love to know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Blood
yeah,
flow does
commercial.
not equal arousal.
No commercials. Oh look, it's one of those power pills. One of those. Okay, come on, Zaffy.
Hollywood.
Yes.
I always wonder there's
It's my
something
favorite
wrong
guy.
with Hollywood.
My guy.
I always wondered why movies don't feel the same as they used to. So I dove into it. I dove into the history of cinema, but I found something way more terrifying
I gotta leave
than
the
I could have
squad
imagined.
there. Sorry,
What if I told you I
barbarians.
discovered a rabbit hole that goes deeper than any other? Corruption on a global level. Sex scandals, ritual occult practices, murders, people that don't actually exist. An industry that lives and dies off of money and debauchery at the highest
royal tax
level.
increase. Oh, he's gonna
You
bring
see,
in
deep in the
mercenaries now.
heart
It's
of
next
Hollywood
month.
lies a cult.
I got a bunch of money
But
though.
this cult is not like any other traditional cult.
See where do you, where
It's
what
not
do you
about
bring in?
indoctrinating followers into a religion or ideology. This cult
Oh, what do we got to
is about
fight?
access.
If I beat him,
actors,
so he
political
brought in
figures,
all these sword
billionaires,
guys?
who invites
Oh,
you,
crap.
who introduces you, who
New
vouches
message.
for you, who makes problems go away. This is the currency of the
Oh,
Hollywood elites. Abusers being
more.
known but tolerated.
Oh,
Rumors
and
being
Bo's
treated
from
as open
South.
secrets.
What do
Bad
we got?
behavior being
Either way
ignored
down
if
there.
someone is useful. And if you
And
get
where?
close to finding out the truth, they make it look like an
There.
accident
Where
or
are
a
they coming
natural
from?
death.
What
No
the
one
hell?
asked enough
Oh, he
questions
brought
as
barbarians
long as
over
the
there?
doors kept opening. You see, Hollywood is very loud after scandals come to light.
Yeah, you got
and very
swords up there,
quiet before
barbarians
them,
down there.
acting
Okay.
as progressive
Big old
guardians.
war. Okay.
But the actions of their
Cool.
inner circles speak louder
Big
than
old fight.
words. So
These
I
are the
dug
guys
into
I
the
want.
cult. And what I found reaches far beyond one single industry, yo. Over a year ago, I declared war on this industry. I put on a mask and became the cinema vigilante. I thought I was doing something heroic, but no. It turns out there was just way too much I didn't know. The rabbit hole goes far deeper than anyone thought. This is the cult of Hollywood. A pyramid of power, like many cults are. And it exists in 4 levels, with the top peak of the pyramid having implications tied to different countries and entire governments. Probably asking, okay, Zavi, whoa. What the hell are you talking? What is this coked out conspiracy theory? What does this have to do with movies in Hollywood? Well, that's the astonishing thing, isn't it? Usually, these videos would tease you.
They're going after the barbarians.
Starting with the bottom of the pyramid and going
shot
up
here soon
as the
by
video
arrows.
goes on. But no, we're gonna start at the top of the pyramid, y'all. We're gonna start from top down. But each level of the pyramid is far worse than you may know. So let's start at the tip of the pyramid. I call it the invisible apex. This is where the ultra-wealthy financiers lie. Private equity, hedge fund money, AI firms with people that don't really exist but also do somehow. Cults operating in different countries that own these AI firms. Parent corporations, intelligence-adjacent power brokers, old money families, foreign capital interests. A few small names that secretly control and own everything. A monopoly on the world. The same people that make up the corporate lobbyist groups that choose our politicians, funding and profiting from international catastrophes at the highest level. They rot our society from the inside out, making the human race all subservient to one notion. This is your God. And they own industries like Hollywood. They decide what gets funded. They decide what stories are safe, who is protected, who is sacrificed. Level 2. The anointed ones. Epstein may have dabbled with some of the people here. The Weinsteins lived here. Alright, these are the A-list actors with widespread influence. The top producers that everyone goes to and knows. Studio executives, franchise faces, and award darlings. These people are defined by their enormous influence, massive visibility, public moral authority, and carefully protected brands, as well as all the connections they may have to the top. They feel powerful, but they're all still puppets. They are used to legitimize the system. Sometimes a scandal will occur, and the system of the anointed will execute and replace the bad seed quickly to maintain the system. They hate exposure, but they sure do love their mansion parties. Level 3, the initiates.
I got more
Who are they, you might ask? Well, these are the aspiring actors, the child actors, the models, the influencers, assistants and interns, extras, writers trying to break in and get success in the industry. They function as irreplaceable yet hungry drones for the top of the pyramid.
I save it.
This is where exploitation concentrates.
Thank you, Safi.
Many are used, puppeteered, victimized, molested, blacklisted.
Let's see, this is Battle 2.
Most never make it up. Many leave damaged, and some are
I'm gonna override it as
I'm
gonna override this one.
Maybe you already figured, shit like this is going on.
Iron.
There are levels of corruption within Hollywood.
Do old iron.
But then there's the final level.
I don't
the
want
one
to
that you may not know about. These are the field degenerates.
I'm gonna save that battle just in case I fuck up.
The ones influenced by Hollywood's degeneracy and eager to spread the dark acts of the most exclusive parties to the outside world. They hide in plain sight of the general public, and sometimes they're the ones that wear masks. You could say I've had a lot of experience with them. I fought them all my life. And yet, they still managed to elude me. My best friend has joined them. He's joined Hollywood, and he's gunning for me. To stop a cult like this, it takes something a bit more unhinged than the law. You can't fight all these levels. It's just too much power concentrated in the hands of a very powerful few. So now I must venture out, and I think I found something. Something out there. I sought every corner of the world.
I think
looked
I'm
into
good.
every shadow, and there's something out there.
Thank you, Safi. You're the perfect guy to close it out.
An entity that maybe can defeat them.
And do your thing,
and only
buddy.
the most broken
do
can serve
thing,
it.
Buddy.
Only someone stupid enough and high enough to allow their own self-destruction. Someone like me.
Safi. The Zafster. Safi! It's you and me, Safi. I can't do it. Let's have this, the speakers on. I turn on that button with the speakers on, everything goes warm. Zaffy 2026. That's who I'm voting for, dude. If I'm voting for anybody, it's gonna be fucking Zaffy, dog. You're my guy. Yeah, let's talk about fighting the Hollywood leads, fighting the feminism, fighting the weird shit here in America. He's Canadian though, but he gets it. I think he's like fed up with the weird shit too, because it bleeds over, dude. It gets over into weird shit. It's creepy too. It's because of human trafficking. That's the problem, man. It's like human trafficking. They do. It's not just sex though. It's like organs too. Like they do it for like organs or just like it's a different form of slavery. We all know the United States got one of the biggest human trafficking problems. Like it sucks. It kind of sucks to be on that list. You know, like on the international stage looking like that. That's like fucking embarrassing. But I'm not worried about Trump. What trips me out is let's see. I guess I'm gonna sit here. Where is it? Alright, let's see. Go out here. Go down this temporary playlist thing that I do. Let's see. Is it even? Yeah, well, let's see. It's temporary, you know. It's just there's a lot of things that like, people don't like. I don't know, it's just like, oh well, like one guy's like, oh yeah, I ain't reading all that. Like one politician guy's out there, he's like, I don't know, I just heard it today. He's like, oh, he did his Twitter thing. He's like, I ain't reading all that, you know, good for you, or like whatever. I wish you the best, you know. It's like, yeah, well, you know, then you ain't doing nothing. Like if you ain't gonna listen, why the fuck should I listen to you? I'll fucking just keep going. You know, because you're part of the fucking human trafficking problem, you know. And honestly, I don't think this guy's like, this G guy's crazy in the human trafficking. I don't know what they got. They do organs. Americans do sex shit. These guys do like organs, like for like longevity. It's a different sort of medicine. Fuck, you know, but like, I don't know, Boeing here, the way Seattle is, like, everybody knows Seattle's fucking kind of weird. So it's a weird, Trump's about optics. And it's just a weird fucking look. Even this lady knows. She's like, yes, even LA, real sucks. Like a lot of this is optics. She points out a lot of optics in her video. That's why it's really good. But it's just weird where I come from, and then over here, and then like I said, technology and shit. You know, it's like, what's the deal? It's like no meritocracy. Then you're gonna admit that you're running a slave system, and you just. Families getting killed off, you just steal everything. It's just Muhammad out in the fucking Middle East is right, and y'all just criminals, and fucking it's just the religion thing is just a money cult. That's all you really are. It's a money sex cult in the end. America's just a big money sex cult. Sucks, dude. That's not a good look. It's just not a good look to me. It's not cool, like Tom Billiard said. It's not cool. Even the billionaire, he's got a bunker, even says, yeah, it ain't cool, that's why I got a bunker, you know. It's like, I don't blame you, because, you know, you're gonna get eaten one way or the other at this rate, you know. The bunker, no bunker, fuck, you know. So people are going weird, they're getting weird. It's not exactly getting better. Music still sucks. The fucking TikTok brain still exists. Trump took over TikTok after he realized it was organized by like CCP weird shit. I don't know. You know, Taylor Swift, the Aaron Jones Taylor Swift Psy-Op with fucking Joe Rogan on my lens, you know. Satanist, satanic fucking world, like Vietnam fucking vets and shit. Doing weird, crazy shit. The fucking, with isolation tactics and psyops, the fuck goddamn war, fucking brain, fucking experiments on people internationally, and fucking trying to get data collection off of that. Because you know they collect a lot of data when they do these wars too. It's like a lot of these little side wars and like these proxy wars and shit. They get a lot of data collection off of it. They get a lot of information. That's what a lot of this for. It's just like to learn. It's fucking kind of weird. Yeah, it's like, ouch, you know? It's ouchie to do that. It's an ouchie. To toy with the ants like that, you know, in the alien ant farm, basically. It's a fucking alien ant farm. So your favorite movies are CIA propaganda? No shit, Sherlock. That's real, yeah. The Red Panda problem. My Red Panda problem is Elon put AI behind a paywall, just like I said he would. It's like I said, the fucking AI, it's not gonna be this AGI super. We all know it sucks. We know it's fucking just data collection. It's more data collections. More data. I need to pay to collect data. Fuck that. It doesn't even matter. My shit, that fucking already gets through your funds everything. Well, you know that. But yeah, I'm being trained, and so are you. Barry's Economics, the guy that says don't listen to Steven what's his butt over at Diary or DAO Diary of a CEO. No shit. Yeah, don't listen to that guy. I'm not about it either. They already had AI at my lunch break. More AI slop. My lunch break is just AI slop. Voice, everything is generated. Trying to rewrite history, Psy-Op. All on Joe Rogan too. Like one guy was like, if you go into this, he all brags. Yeah, they mentioned me on Joe Rogan. It's like, you're AI slop. You're AI generated. This is what you guys like. But even my buddy in Lords was sending me AI. He's like, yeah, but my song, like, you know, got like a few million views on an AI generated thing, and people liked it a lot. But the other one's got only a few 100,000 on Spotify, and I'm like, you know, you get a billion views on Spotify, a billion listens to a billion. It ain't much money, like, or a few 100 million or whatever, but listens on Spotify. People complain. They're like, I got a $20 check for like 1 million, 4 million. I got a $20 check. It's small time, dog. I know you're like, I know, it's funny, but it's flooding the internet even more, and it's like, yeah, people get a little like, if you're posting the AI stuff, well, yeah, the algorithm's gonna be like, oh, look, we invested all this money in AI, and this person's posting AI slop and flooding the internet more, so we're gonna push a button on the algorithm, and that's like half those views and clicks on that song, the AI song, are bots, dog. On Spotify are bots. Like, bots are all over Spotify, bro. It's flooded. And that's the thing. It's like, I was like, oh yeah, you know, I whipped out that money video in like 4 hours, sent it off. And he's like, I'm impressed. And he's all, but my friend did that AI song in 20 minutes. He got 4 million views. Like, well, you got $20 in the mail from Spotify for that. In 20 minutes, $20. Right? You got 4 million views, $20 off Spotify. Took you 20 minutes, $1 a minute. Okay. It's like $60 an hour? Oh, okay. You know, I'm retired on $8 an hour. I'll fucking live pretty good, you know. I mean, I may not get a lot of attention, but I'm right. And most people coming out, most of the big streamers and shit like that are saying the same shit after I have been saying it, means I'm right. So it doesn't mean I'm wrong. Just because, like, I don't have status, like Junk says, I don't have a big boss babe anymore, like these psychos. That Satan ones that don't believe in love, like even he was having relationship problems. It's like, sorry buddy, but I don't know, like OF channels and be prostitute like clavicular. Ew, man. Hey, see a lot of older streamers like 45 years old, like older guys like, yeah, you know, married a guy, kids, we don't do clavicular dumb shit anymore. I was like, that's why we have a house. That's why we're fucking retired at like 30. We made better decisions than that. Clavicular is just a Psy-Op, dude. He's funded. He's a fucking Psy-Op, bro. Clavicular is a full-on Psy-Op, dude. Beating your face with a hammer for beauty tips and shit like this, fucking retarded, dude. He must have learned that shit on the internet somewhere and thought it was clever. You get gangrene. You're gonna beat your face, injure yourself. You're gonna get gangrene. You're gonna in the hospital with gangrene or some fucking other shit. You're gonna injure yourself, right, the wrong way. They'll fucking do it. They're gonna bash some nerves, some tendons, some capillaries. You could beat your muscle. It's gonna fucking cause an infection. Doing that shit, you know, no matter how clean you keep it, you're not supposed to fucking just beat on yourself like that. Like guys who do like hardwood floor for a living, have like retired. You ever seen their knees, bro? Their knees are fucked up, man. The guys do like construction and shit. Oh, man, you constantly beat yourself, cut yourself up. Like there's only so many surgeries they will. Like if the cancer comes back, they might not be like, we can't do surgery because it's too morbid, right? You can't beat yourself up. They call it beauty tips. You can't just cut yourself up like so many fucking times. Like it's morbid after a while, and you know, that kid beating himself with a hammer, it's honestly sheer morbidity to fucking see shit like that online. It's not even like that entertaining or funny. That's what's kind of like, okay. You know, like, you think I got problems? He's a rich kid beating himself, and he's got a drug problem, an alcohol problem. You know, he's fucking a pimp, like, with a bunch of women out there doing shit like that. It's fucking kind of disgusting. I don't support that. I don't condone it. I don't like it. And I don't think most people do. I think they think it's weird, bro. But that's kind of the, you know, if you take off the lens and the transparency filter, or you take off the fucking cloud and you just look at it from a transparency, like a base level of like what is happening here. Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Like, was that Doja Cat? Like that one lady said in music, the Doja Cat on TikTok, brain. What is it? This gal? And she fucking does the Doja Cat comment. It's fucking weird, man.
Long ass outro. Who the f?
Doja.
This professional 32 TW SSD capable of holding the.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I don't believe it. I don't want it. I don't want your product. Okay, I'm good. I can micromanage my PC fine. But yeah, it works. It might glitch a little bit, but hey, I can upgrade later if I survive, right? I mean, it's like this. It's morbid, and to beat yourself with the hammer like that and call it beauty tips and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's just and fashion and cool. I don't know. I bet you if he didn't do it, do you think anybody would notice? Like, imagine if you had a scenario like a what if comic book, you know, the Punisher killed Spider-Man what if comic book I had one time. It was a what if. It wasn't even, you know, like it happened and then we came back to the reality. It was an alternate reality. That he never did that. He'd probably look just fine, dude. He'd probably have just as many chicks, right? Right. I don't think that little hammer trick would have made any fucking difference. See, it's attention seeking. It's definitely fucking attention seeking. Like, so people fucking, some Christians and shit that are on popping pills and shit like that, all weird, like on my Discord that didn't belong and stuff, in the music that went on Discord that didn't belong, in the hospital event that I went through. Yeah, it's just, it's attention seeking. Yeah, and they call me attention seeking for what? Playing open mics and open jams now and inventing technology for guitar to better the planet that it got stolen, and now weird shit and deals popping up and all this stuff. I think Lay's real talk is right. There's a lot of optics going on, and Jiang called it. He's like, Trump's all about optics. It's weird what's going on over there, hitting the Boeing scene, and even like the new King 5 news. It's like, yeah, we don't know what planes there are, we don't know what it's about, we don't know what the deal's about, we don't know that shit. It's bizarre, man. Shit's getting bizarre on my end. So that's why I got my Kool-Aid socks on. My fucking Kool-Aid socks, drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Going back, tracking, looking at all this shit. Why music sucks now, right? Jay Snarky, right? Lay. I want to hear what Lay has to say, though. Anyways, I'm out. Good luck, Zaffy. Good luck, Lay. Good luck, King 5 News. And good luck, Trump, with your geopolitical business strategy in whatever war thing. I don't know what that's about. It's getting weird, though. It makes no sense. Well, I mean, scientists dying. Oh, I saw another thing. Somebody just said a bunch of Chinese scientists are dying. Oh no, I gotta watch that. Fuck the shit. Jesus. No, I don't know. It's just, why is America so fucking goddamn evil? Like, all right, you got satanic, fuck goddamn people in the military doing weird shit since Vietnam, and now, yeah, what was it? They took away the JFK file. I don't even know. Like Jesus. Sloppy. It seems sloppy. It's just so sloppy. I don't know. Andrew Bustamante said in 2016 they had a mole or something like that. Like way back when, it has to come mole. That must have been devastating in intelligence to have a mole like that. In the CIA to have a mole like that. That must have been devastating. That must have put you behind. Something happened. the whole reality show and Zelensky being a reality star, and a lot of people not mentioning what's happening in Russia and Ukraine and stuff still right now too. That's still freaky, and that's still happening, I guess. But we'll see how this plays out, one day at a time, right? We just are gonna go one day at a time. Me, I got some cooking to do. I'm making lots of tacos. I got that taco seasoning. Tacos been good. So, but yeah, this is a fun game. It's been a fun day with fun games. I actually have the speakers going. I might try it again with the speakers. I'll tweak the mic a little bit more, see how the audio, listen back to this. I think the audio is what I'm more concerned about, but maybe I'll get another dynamic mic or something for, you know, one that's a little better. I know if a good dynamic mic for cheap, super cheap ones, but I want to get my garden growing. I want to grow my bell peppers and my tomatoes. I want to get my garden growing. I'm going to start germinating some seeds and getting that going. It's the season to get the garden going. Super sunny, and we got a little bit of nice rain and stuff like that. The rain was really nice. It was refreshing. Sometimes when it rains, it cleans everything out. You get the sun back. It's nice and warm. Go outside, do things, be productive. So I have a productive time. It's been very destructive creative. It's been very destructive creative. We've been very destructive creative lately. It's been fun.